What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Don't mind that I was on the floor, but anyways, if you guys are excited for today's video, we're gonna be building the best off-road truck using the brand new one that they added in APM, and we're gonna be putting it to the test and seeing if it actually works. So if you guys are excited for this jam-packed video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the secret channel. And I think we should begin with the video. What a beautiful morning in American Plains Muddy. Welcome back to APM. We are here at the compound. I know it's a house, but I think if I say compound, it looks way cooler and it sounds cooler. Anyways, if we walk over here to the driveway, you're gonna notice that we have the TRX, we have the GMC, and we have the brand new work truck that they added in today's update. So if you guys are excited for this video, because we're gonna transform it into the most insane off-roading truck, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I think we should begin with the video. So with that in mind, we gotta go over to the mechanic shop. Thankfully, it is not too far away, and we are gonna transform this thing into an off-roading beast. And then of course we're gonna put it to the test and see if this is actually gonna be a good truck to turn into an off-roading. I am really excited. Let me just make sure the road is clear. All right, let's make a turn right there. Oh yes, look at those blinkers. Those blinkers look really nice. Hold on, let me check them out one more time. So this is on. Oh yeah, these are nice. I really love that. So let me go around here because the sun is pretty bright. It's still pretty early, so let me quickly throw that in park. We're gonna open up the garage and then we're gonna hop right back in because look at those seats. Yo, those seats are actually fire. Get it? Because there's fire on the seats. Okay, never mind. Let's reset everything. We're gonna go back to normal. Oh, like that. We are gonna make this, let's see, I kind of don't know. Oh yo, we could make this black. That is crazy. You know what, let's make it black. I really love the color. We're gonna make the bed liner, let's keep it black as well. That's gonna be the theme for this. We're just gonna keep it all black, and then we're gonna max out the engine. We're gonna go to suspension. We're gonna raise this since it is gonna be off-roading. We definitely need a lot of clearance so we can get through those huge rocks and tough terrain. Now we are gonna fix up the suspension since it needs to be ready to off-road. Let's quickly do the wheels. We gotta make them a little bit bigger. Is that good, or are they too big? Hold on, let me drop this. All right, I think that's pretty good. All I gotta do is increase the width. Oh yo, that's crazy. And the offset, which I think that's a little bit too much, so let me do halfway. Let me see. I think that looks good, right? Now let me actually reduce some of the bulge of the tire wall just to make them a little bit skinnier. Now I don't want them too big. And then let's quickly fix up the height on these tires, just like let's see, I think that's good. Are these off-roading tires, or is it this one? I'm not sure which one are off-roading. I'm gonna go with this one. I think these might be off-roading, or is it this one? Oh my, no, these look muddy. I'm just gonna go with that. And of course we gotta go with some nice black rims, which I think let's see. Ooh, these are perfect. These are actually genuinely good. So let me click on that. There we go. And lastly, we are gonna fix up the attachments. I'm gonna add, let's see, oh yeah, we gotta add some light bars, which I think we're gonna add. Oh yo, dude, this is gonna be the best off-roading truck I have ever built. I am so crazy that I am not even gonna add a winch, so let's not add that. That's how insane I am. But I am gonna add some mud flaps. Let's add mud flaps. Let's make it a short bed. Not bad. All right, we're cooking, chat. And we cannot forget about the roll bar, because if we flip over, it's not gonna be good. So let's do that. I think we might be done. I'm not sure which running board I should keep. Let's see, I like this one, so we're gonna go with that. And I think that is gonna be it for, oh wait, hold up, the exhaust. We could add an exhaust. Oh, where is it? I don't see it. All right, I guess we're gonna keep these for now. All right, we are now done, so let's click accept, turn this thing on. Oh my goodness, look at those lights. Oh dude, it is so bright. Ready to take this to the most difficult and insane off-roading trail in APM. So I guess enough of the yap, let me hop in. This thing is actually looking like an absolute off-roading beast. We also added the short bed, like I said, and this thing is fully equipped, which honestly I'm probably gonna keep it like this. It's honestly, it looks really good. So let me turn this thing on and we are gonna start making our way to the world's hardest trail in the world, well I guess in APM, in the town of APM. Anyways, let's make a left turn and then we're gonna make a right turn onto this dirt road. So let's turn on those blinkers and carefully turn. And now the road that we gotta go and take is gonna be let's see, oh, it's gonna be right here. All right, so this is gonna be the beginning of the hardest trail that we have to do. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I am kind of nervous, I'm not not gonna lie. But let's begin. Let's see what we can do. All right, come on. Not too shabby, you guys. This is actually, oh no. Am I losing power already? Oh no. Hold on. Let me put this thing in manual. There we go. We are now in manual mode. Come on. All right. Okay, so that's way better. Ooh, look at that. First part is a success. We still have gotta go through that. I hope you guys have your popcorn ready because this is not gonna be easy. So let's go down here. Careful. Oh, brake. We gotta throw on the brake. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we're gonna go through here. Ooh, that was actually pretty easy. Now this is gonna be really tricky because there is a lot of rocks. So come on, be careful. And then we're gonna continue. Let me just change the gears to second and then third. All right, not bad. We're doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this so far. It is kind of dark right here, so I'm gonna turn on the lights and then we're gonna try to get to the top. Yo, that was actually pretty easy with this truck. All right, so far I am very impressed with this Ram, which I think it's a Ram. It should be like a Ram, maybe Bighorn or a, no, it's not an alarm. It's just like, yeah, I think it might be a Bighorn. I think that's what it's called. But now it's actually gonna be tested and taken on this trail right here, which is really difficult. So we're gonna hop right back in the Ram. Let me turn this thing on. Oh, hold on, this thing is off. All right, there we go. And now this is the moment of truth. Come on, second gear, you can do it. Yo, no way, first try, just like that. That is crazy, dude. This thing didn't even struggle. Like, I thought we were gonna honestly have way more of a harder time going up that like little section. Honestly, so far not bad for the Ram, but we're still not done. We still gotta go down here through the mudding pit and back to the dirt road. Let's quickly finish up this run. Oh my goodness, no way, did we almost flip over? Are you serious right now? All right, careful, we gotta go to the right side, and I know it's really steep. Oh yo, oh my goodness, that's steep. Holy moly. And it looks like it gets even steeper. Oh no, careful. Oh, brake. That was really close. Let me turn on my lights. It is pretty dark right there. All right, now is the time where this truck is gonna get really muddy. So let's go in the mud. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get so muddy. Oh, there goes my truck. It just got so muddy. Yo, we're gonna have to take this to the car wash, but we're almost done. We're literally on the last mile. Come on, go up here. Let me change the gears, and we have officially and successfully done with the trail using the brand new Ram truck and a short bed. All we gotta do is take this to the car wash. We gotta go and get this thing looking like brand spanking new, because we cannot take this back home looking like that. It is gonna look so bad. My neighbors are probably gonna call HOA and I'm gonna get in trouble, and I don't want to get in trouble. So let's take this to the car wash, make it look like brand new, and then we can finally make our way back home. But I am kind of hungry, so I guess we gotta go and grab some food. So let's make a quick trip to the truck stop and grab some food in the brand new truck. We're gonna go and flex our brand new truck. The employees are gonna be like, oh my goodness, Hakai, how did you manage to buy a brand new truck? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm just the richest APM player. What can I say? So hopefully they don't get mad. But here we are, we're at the truck stop. Let's quickly pull in, and then I guess since we are here, I'm gonna get some gas in the meantime. So let's quickly fill up. We're gonna put some of the most expensive gas. We're gonna fill up, and then we're gonna pull right through the drive-through. So let me carefully pull in. I don't know if my truck is a little bit too big for the drive-through. We barely fit, but I guess let's order I can't see. Let me get a little bit closer. Ooh, pickles. I like pickles. I think I'm gonna grab the pickle one. All right. You know what, let's grab the pickle one. I want the pickle one. Hello, is anyone there? Anyways, let me just get my burger. I don't know why there seems to be no one inside of those. Oh, never mind, I lied, there's someone in there. All right, let's get out of here. Let's make our way back home so we can try this burger. I'm gonna give you guys an honest review and see if it actually tastes any good. But like how I said, you guys, I'm pretty impressed with this pickup. By far one of my favorite recent trucks that they have added in this game. You could also make it a long bed, short bed, or you can make it into a flat bed, which is a really good choice of customization. But let me get this thing backed up. We're gonna park up next to our TRX and GMC right around here. Yo, this thing is looking really good. Oh, hold on, this is all the way back. All right, there you go. Now that should be better. We honestly have came a long way. We have the brand new Ram truck, the most expensive GMC, and the fastest TRX truck in APM. Honestly, we have definitely made quite the progress in my APM career, but I'm gonna quickly put this away since I'm not gonna eat this right now. Hopefully my friends don't come and try to steal my food because I am not gonna be happy. And then let me open up the fridge. We're gonna throw in some food. There we go. Honestly, I should have just grabbed all of this and throw it in the fridge because it's probably gonna get expired if I leave it there. So I guess let me just leave my drink. Let's see. I'm gonna leave it right here so it can freeze, and then my fries right there so we can eat it later. Anyways, I had quite the fun day, and if you guys also did enjoy this video with this beautiful Ram truck that we ended up building. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys. If you guys actually come over here to the corner, click on E, you guys are gonna be able to notice that we actually have a step, which you guys can just step on it and boom, get to the top pretty fast, or you can just jump and then boom. Pretty sick, you guys. My bad. I forgot that they added that. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Mudding video, and I hope you guys are excited because we're gonna go and pick up a huge trailer, fill it up with sand, and deliver it to a special location. But first, we gotta go and drop off all of this hay right here at the brand new farm. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. All right, so we have all of this hay. I don't know if I can unload this. I don't know. Hold on. Or I think actually, you know what? I don't think I can unload this, but I know for sure we're gonna be able to deliver this at the brand new farm. And if you guys haven't seen that video, I think I made it on my main channel, so you guys can check that out. But they added a brand new farm and some brand new houses as well in Southern Mudding, so we're gonna go and drop it off. This is actually gonna be my second property because I ended up buying it, like I said in one of my videos in my other channel. So right now we're just gonna do this first and then pick up the huge trailer and fill it up with the sand. But that's gonna be a really interesting job because we're gonna fill it up with sand, a lot of it, and take it to a special location. But I'm gonna make a left turn right in this intersection. I think that's gonna be too much of a wide turn, and then we're gonna go and drive down this road and go into the city. I think actually, you know what, I think the city is going to be right down there. All right, my bad. It's been a good minute since I have played this game. I've probably been what, a week since I have played this game. Actually, you know what, that's a lie. I think it's been like 3 days, but for some reason I'm forgetting where it is. But we're gonna make a right turn on this dirt road right here. Let me just turn on my blinkers. There we go, and let's pull in here. Let's go. And I actually don't know where to drop this off. I might open up the barn. That's what I'm thinking about. Should I do that? Well, let's check it and see if it's gonna fit in here. If not, we're gonna have to look for a different location. But for now, let me open this up and hello, Mr. Cows, how are you? Let me just close this. They're eating right now. I don't want to disturb them, but let me hop in. Maybe let's look in the back. Maybe there could be some. Oh, okay, so that's the garage. Oh, okay, what about here? Let me check right here. Let me open this up and oh, look at this. Perfect. Yo, can this thing fit in here? The trailer? I mean, I'm a little bit insane, so I'm gonna try to fit it in. You know what? I think I have to turn the other way around. All right, let me do that. Let me go around the barn, and it seems that we have hay bales right around, like literally everywhere, which I mean, it looks pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So let me turn right here. Oh Jesus, we have a lot of cows, and let me carefully back this thing up. And to be honest, I don't think it's gonna fit. And oh my goodness, how long has my blinkers been on? Let me turn that thing off. All right, I think we're getting pretty close to putting the hay inside of the garage, but I gotta make sure I adjust myself correctly so this thing could fit properly. A little bit more, and then sharp turn, sharp turn. Awesome. All right, I need to check how this thing is looking like, so let me take a look, a little peek. Ooh, okay, so we still got all of this space. Yeah, honestly, it could fit. Yes, we're doing good. All right. Oh, I'm too fat. Let me just squeeze through here. Let me hop right back in, and let's see. Let me kind of readjust myself, and let's see. I don't know how far this thing can actually go without hitting the wall, so I don't know if this is good now. Let me check one more time. Squeeze through here, and oh, okay, we're getting closer. Let me go on top of here, and okay, we still have a little bit more space, so I'm gonna finish backing this thing up. Or you know what, I think I'm gonna try to do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. No, I keep kind of like hitting the side of the wall. Yeah, this is way too reckless. Okay, what if I do this? All right, back this thing up. Oh yeah, I think for now I'm just gonna leave this because the sun is starting to go down and I don't have time to be doing this all day, so I'm just gonna leave it right there for now. Kind of looks a little bit funny, but I'll come back later and fix it. But for now, we're gonna go and get this freaking sand trailer. Thankfully, it is not too far away. It's like right down here, which is pretty good. And oh yeah, this is the brand new houses right here. Hold on, let me quickly show you guys. I want to give you guys a little quick tour. So if you're curious on how the inside looks, actually, you know what, let me just take my truck because if I walk over there, it's gonna take forever, and I don't want to take forever. All right, so let me quickly drive up and let's go inside. Let me show you guys how the house looks. Ooh, okay, so this kind of looks like the same old house that they have in the main city, so nothing too, ooh, wait a minute, this is a little bit modern, so nothing too crazy. It's a really nice property. So if you're curious on how these look, that's how it looks. So let me walk outside and yeah, let me get back on track because I get distracted distracted super fast. So let's grab the raptor and drift. Yeah, that was pretty sick. All right, let me do it one more time. Yeah, look at that. I think I should be in a movie. Maybe I should be James Bond. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, like I was saying, right around the brand new track they added like what, last month, is going to be where the huge trailer is, where we can grab and pick it up so we can fill it up with sand. Or actually, it might have a feature. I'm not sure. Oh, it's right here. Yo, that was pretty fast actually. I thought it was gonna be taking much more longer, but this thing is looks like ready to go. So before we head out, I'm gonna quickly connect this. There we go. And we're gonna put this thing down. Where did I put this thing down? Oh, right here. Look at that. So this is the what? Oh my goodness, close that. Oh my freaking god. That is a lot of sand. Yo, that is a lot. What the heck? All right, so let's head over to the secret location. Let me turn this thing on and let's start making our way to the destination so we can get all of this sand delivered. So let me make a right turn right here. Oh no, this is gonna be a super wide turn like that. Actually, that wasn't bad at all. Maybe I'm being a little bit over exaggerated. You guys know me. So by the way, you guys, if you guys have been enjoying the content, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And let's continue with our journey. But as you guys can see, we are getting super close to the main city. We're like 1 minute away. Yeah, we're like a minute away or less. But look how cloudy it is. I think it's gonna end up raining today. Kind of scared. So we gotta hurry up and make sure we deliver this super fast, because I do not want to be delivering this while it's raining, thundering, or anything. But we have the secret destination right here where we just gotta pull into here just like so, and there's gonna be a secret spot where we can dump all of the sand onto. So I think we're gonna make a turn right here. Honestly, we're gonna have to do a little bit of this track, go through here like so, and we're gonna back into this secret spot right here. So let me turn around, because we're gonna have to back this thing up, and backing this thing up and southern money is a little bit more difficult than APM. APM just has way better kind of like physics when it comes to trailers and stuff like that. But honestly, we're not doing too bad. I'm gonna have to park right somewhere around here, very close actually. So let me do that. Let me lift up the trailer. How do I lift it up? All right, so let me open up the doors first, and then we're gonna open up the dump, and let's see this. Look at, oh my goodness, look at how much sand there is. There is a lot of sand. Come on, more. And we are now done with dumping the entire sand onto our place. But we are still not done. We gotta go and return this thing. So let me, how do I lower this thing? I always get confused. There's always so many buttons. So we click on that. All right, nice. And we're gonna get back into our Raptor 6x6 and turn right here. And we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, because we're gonna go leave it right there, not at the track. So let's pull out of here. Are those, never mind. I was about to get distracted one more time, but I had to lock in. Oh my goodness, that was pretty fast. The trailer store is right here. So let me pull into the trailer store just like so. And let's see, where should we drop this off? Ooh, right here. I think we should just make our life super easy. Let me just carefully back up. Oh, hold on, I gotta readjust myself like so. And we are now done with this. We can finally disconnect it right. Wait, is it disconnected? Hold on, let me move my truck. All right, yeah, it is disconnected. All right, it is now time to make our way back home. I'm gonna show you guys where my house is, if you guys forgot. So my house is gonna be right down here, and I'm gonna try to pull my Corvette and take it to the new property, my farm. I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna start moving my things at the new property, because I'm thinking about moving out of this farmhouse, because I really don't need two farmhouses. It just doesn't make any sense. So let me go in here, open up my garage door just like so, and look at this. We have our Corvette right here. Dude, it's been such a long time since I've made a video with this. But let me step out, close the door. Oh, kind of hit my wing. Yeah, you know what, let's go through the dirt path. It's gonna get a little bit dirty, but that's fine. Let's make a turn right here, and before we do cross, always make sure to check both ways. Gotta make sure we do not get ran over, or I guess crashed into. Look at this. This is pretty awesome. I wonder if my Corvette is gonna fit in here. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I mean, we could try. Let me open up the garage door, but I do not think, yeah, this is not gonna fit in there. Let me see. Does that look good? Yo, this is terrible. All right, let me move it. Let me move it out the way. I'm stuck in here. So let me pull in, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna quickly drift right here, and we're gonna back into our garage. So we're gonna do that, and let's open up the garage door as well, and let's carefully pull this thing. Wait a minute, is this gonna fit? I don't know if this is gonna fit. This feels like a close. Actually, you know what, I still have a lot of space. What am I talking about? All right, I think that should be good. I always hit myself in the face with the garage door. All right, let me open that up, and look at that. Yo, we can chillax, eat some rice and beans, or hamburgers and steaks, and watch a movie. I think that's like an awesome day we had. Well, I guess, yeah, it was a phenomenal day. It was like a 10 out of 10. But let me know what you guys think. Is this a W or no? Let me know in the comments what you think. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video, and today we're gonna go to and actually deliver this tanker to the gas station, and then we're gonna go and pick up a camper because today we're gonna do one of the scariest videos on the second channel, and that is going to be to go to a parking lot and camp there. And apparently it's even haunted, so I'm pretty scared. You guys know that. I mean, if you guys do follow the main channel, then you guys know I am kind of afraid of ghosts, so this is gonna be super scary for me, but I will do it for you guys. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So of course right now we are in a gas tanker right now. We're making our way to the gas station, which is located right here, and the task is to do this before we pick up our camper. We're gonna be getting paid about like $1,000 to do this job because it is pretty easy. It is not difficult at all, but as you guys can see, the gas station is literally right here. Let me turn on my blinkers because we're gonna pull into the gas station. And do my blinkers not work? Why doesn't my blinkers work? Yeah, I don't know. The blinkers in this game are not working right now, but that is fine. We are here at the gas station. We're gonna be pulling in right here, and look at that, my road truck is right here. So let me quickly fill it. Oh, hold on, let me turn this off, put it in park, and let's quickly fill up the tankers, I guess the gas station, because they're running very low right now. So let me quickly fill them up. All right, there you go. And let me do the second one. Oh, there's a button right here. Can I press it? Oh, it's not working. All right, there we go. We are now finished filling up the station, which means we can park this thing right here. So before I actually park it, I want to turn around and park it facing that direction. So let me carefully do this. Let me go into this parking spot right here, and oh, perfect. Yo, that is actually pretty good. Let me just place this thing on park and turn off the engine. Look at that. Kind of forgot to turn on my beacons. Whoops. But anyways, let's start making our way to the location where we gotta pick the camper up, which is gonna be at my buddy's house. And honestly, I do not think I'm gonna be taking my work truck today. We might be going by my house so we can pick up the TRX, because the TRX is much faster, and we're gonna do a little bit of off-roading. So let's go to our home and get this TRX picked up. So let's pull in right here. There we go. And then our home should not be too far. By the way, there's been a good amount of people asking me when the Discord is going to drop, and it was gonna drop yesterday, but I hired someone because they're gonna end up upgrading the Discord server so it can be much better than what was before. So just be patient, you guys. Just be a little bit patient because I want to make sure you guys get the best quality server. But anyways, I'm gonna start flooring this thing because this is taking forever, you guys. This is taking forever. But we are now home. Let me pull in right here into my driveway, and let's get into the TRX because we're gonna be having some quite fun for tonight. So let me pull right here. Let me back up very carefully, just like so. And oh, am I crooked? Okay, I am, but that's fine. We have things to do for today. Let me get in the TRX, turn this bad boy on, and let's get out of here. Oh my goodness, you guys, this sounds so good. I'm gonna floor it right now. Hold on, let me floor it. Let me turn and let's floor it. Look at this. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. Like in like 3 seconds, we hit like over 100 miles per hour. But anyways, we're gonna make our way to my buddy's house so we can get this camper and take it to the camping spot. Well, I guess the parking lot. That's what it technically is. So let me make a left turn right around here, and then let's pull to my buddy's house, which is gonna be right down here near the fire station. And by the way, you guys, there's gonna be a brand new APM update tomorrow, so make sure you guys are subscribed because I don't want you guys to miss out the brand new update. But if you don't see the video on this channel, it should be on my main channel tomorrow. But nonetheless, we have an update video coming tomorrow, and it looks like we have the camper right here. Look at this. Yo, this thing looks pretty cool. I wonder if my buddy is home today. Let's see. Hello, is my friend home? Oh no, no one's home. I don't know where he's went. He might be working, but this is going to be the camper that we are going to be taking to, dude. Should we give this a little tour? I want to check this out. Pretty excited. Ooh, look at this. This is so nice. It's so like comfy. Yeah, that's the word. Ooh, there's a little area where we can eat our like hamburgers and stuff like that. All right, this looks pretty solid. So let me get back in the TRX just like so, and let me get this thing turned around because we're gonna get it connected to the camper just like so. And there we go. We are now connected. Oh, oops, my bad. I didn't mean to go here. Wait a minute. Wasn't there a giant tree right here? Oh my goodness, they actually removed it. Yo, there was a giant tree that was located right around here, and they just completely removed it. Oh, I think they might have moved the trees back there. It looks a little bit different, but I like it. It looks much cleaner. But anyways, let's start making our way to the location where this camping spot is going to be located at, and it is apparently haunted. So like I said, I don't know if the rumors are true, but we're gonna be finding out tonight on what actually ends up happening. But let me check out my map just in case we are going the right direction, and it looks like we are. I feel like I should add some tint to my windows. I feel like my windows are super clear. Look at that. I literally can see everything from like super far away. There is no privacy in this truck. But anyways, this is gonna be the location that we're going to be camping at. So let's pull into here, and oh my goodness, yo, the water looks super good. Was there a water update? Look at the water. It looks super realistic. Look at that. Yo, that looks pretty crazy. All right, let me get back in because I get super distracted easily. So let's turn this thing on and let's see. Where is it? I think it's gonna be back here. Oh, it is. It's literally right back here. I'm so blind. All right, so we're gonna be camping in the parking lot. So let me just adjust myself. Let's actually park right below the lamp. I guess what is the street light? I think that's what it's called. So let's do that. Disconnect it from here, and I'm gonna park my truck right back here because I cannot park it right here. This is only for the campers. So let's place it right around here. I think this is going to be a nice location, just like so. And before we explore the area, I actually want to set up this camper. So let me place the tarp, and then let's open up right in here, and let's give this a nice check once again. Everything looks solid. Let me turn on the lights. Ooh, look at the lights. Yo, these lights look super nice. I wonder if I have any food in the fridge. Yep, I do have a sandwich, but I'm gonna save it for later. You know what? Let me take it because I did see some benches right down there. So let me grab my sandwiches. There we go. And let's make our way to the bleachers. I kind of want to check out the area. It looks really nice. Yo, this is so comfy. Just imagine just chilling here with your friends. But sadly, I don't have any friends. But this is going to be, oh, there's a trash can. I've never seen a trash can. And yo, there's trash in there as well. Or mud. I don't know what that is. But look at this. We're under the bleachers. Yo, this is good. Oh, look at this. There's more stairs. And it goes all the way to the top. Let's see. Can I sit on one of these? Oh, I can. Yo, that's sick. Someone should like drag race their car. I'm getting bored. All right, let's get off the bleachers because there's obviously not a show today, but this is pretty sick. I could just imagine myself being right here and going crazy like, yeah, like that. All right, let me eat my sandwich. Let me eat my sandwich right here. Or should we eat it next to the tree? Yeah, let's do that. Next to the tree, we're going to eat our sandwich. That was good. That was actually delicious. Obviously, it wasn't a 10 out of 10 sandwich, but it was fairly good. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, it looks like it is the afternoon now. Let me check around and see if there's anything else to do. What the heck is that? Oh, it's the floor. For a second, I thought it was water. But I think, what is that? Is that a barn? Yo, hold on. I need to check this out. And there seems to be some hay bales over there. What an interesting spot we got right here. I wonder if I can pick these up. I think I can. It looks really nice. Hello? There's, oh, this is scary. It's so dark in here. Oh my goodness. It's super cold in there. What the heck? Yo, I got a weird feeling from that. You know what? Let me just start making my way back to the camper before the sun starts to set because I did not like what was going in there. I don't know if you guys saw, but it was super cold in there. And the thing is, it's like 90 degrees today. It's pretty warm. It's a really nice and beautiful warm day. But anyways, with the power of editing, it's going to be nighttime in 3, 2, and 1. And the sun has finally set. Look at this, you guys. Look at how beautiful the sunset looks. Well, I guess how it gives it like this nice pinkish colors. It looks pretty nice. But look at this. It is super dark outside. I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna go inside my camper because I am not playing this game like last time. So let me close this and bye ghost. I mean, if there is any, but if there's a ghost in this game, I'm probably gonna just hide right here in the bathroom. I don't think they would be able to find me in the bathroom. But yeah, honestly, nothing weird has occurred besides the afternoon when we ended up checking out that barn. It was really cold and it was super dark and hello? Is that someone? I just heard like some weird noise. Yeah, you know what? Let's not deal with that because, I mean, if it happens one more time, then I might have to... Oh, come on, brother. I mean, I guess I have no choice to check this out. Yo, this is scary. Hold on, let me turn on my truck. Let's go in my truck. This is gonna be a safe spot. All right, let me turn this thing on. Headlights, like that. All right, let's see. I don't see anything. Let's check out the area. I wonder if there's like a monster or something because I just hear... Oh, probably... You know what? It's probably like a deer or something. Yo, this is pretty scary. What the heck? Dude. Yo, ain't no way. But if I do see something scary, I'm probably gonna get out of here really fast. But as we continue to drive, the road continues to get darker. I don't know, this is pretty insane. Yeah, this is scary. Oh my god, did the lights start to flicker? What the heck? I swear on my mama, the lights start to flicker. Yo, that is super weird. I mean, if that happens one more time, I'm probably just gonna... No. What happened to my car? Dude, my headlights are off, but they're on at the same time. Oh heck no, hold on. Let me try to turn off my trunk. Turn it on. Oh, there you go. Alright, let's make our way back to the camper. There is no way I am dealing with this tonight. Let's step on that. Let's go. Yo, this is scary. scary. This is probably one of my scariest videos I've ever done. Oh, no, no, no. Don't crash. Don't crash. All right. I am back to the camper. Let me turn this up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Open. No, no, no. It's locked. It's locked. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, you guys. You know what? I'm going to go sleep because I am done for tonight. And I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Look how beautiful it is today. And look how we don't have to deal with the monsters anymore. That is because I went to sleep. I was not taking any chances. Although we did hear some crazy noises at night. That was probably, honestly, probably the scariest video, like I said, on this channel. But if you guys did enjoy this video, I'm gonna head to work. So make sure you smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today you guys can see that I am going to be the sheriff in town because we're going to be saving a huge crash that happened earlier this morning by the river. So I think what happened was a huge semi ended up crashing and he was carrying a huge trailer filled with logs. So if you guys are excited for this rescue, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So as you guys can see, we are a police right now. We're going to be grabbing one of these patrol cars that looks super nice. I think these are brand new. We just got these delivered a couple of days ago, so we're going to be testing these things out. So let me hop in. I'm going to turn on my car and let's turn on our light bar just like so, and let's make our way to the location. We're going to go and see how bad this accident is and what kind of stuff we're going to be using to save this accident. So let's make our way down there. It's going to be located right around here, and oh my goodness, I think I just crashed. Oh my goodness, what happened? All right, let's get back to what I was doing, but pretty much do not drive distracted because I just ended up crashing. I think I ended up flipping this thing. I don't know. But we are now on our way to the bridge right here. As you guys can see, we are... Wait a minute. Oh, this thing is on manual mode. Hold on, let me fix this. Oh my goodness, I was driving in neutral. I was like, why am I not driving fast? But here we are at the accident, but I do not see anything. Let's quickly pull over. Let me turn on my emergency light like so, and let's check. Let's see if there's any cars around here or semis, but I do not see anything. I think they must have given me the wrong look. Oh my goodness, it is literally right here. Okay, you know what, let me turn right here, back up, and then we're gonna pull over right here. Oh my goodness, this is super bad. This is super bad. We're gonna leave our patrol car right here. Hopefully no one hits it. I don't see anyone on the highway, but anyways, this is the semi. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is not good. This thing is completely stuck. As you guys can see, it cannot move. I think we're gonna need some kind of rope, and we're gonna need to bring a huge trailer so we can pull this thing and tow it and take it to the mechanic shop. We don't have too much time, so let's hurry up. I'm gonna get in the patrol car like so, and I'm gonna turn on the engine. Let's start making our way to the tool store, and then we're gonna go and pick up a semi with a huge trailer. It's kind of like a flatbed, so we can throw that thing on top over there. But as you guys can see, I'm going super fast, over 140 miles per hour, because this is a huge accident. So let me turn right here, and we're gonna go into the RP tool store. So let me carefully park this thing. Boop, there we go. And let me open up the doors just like so, and I think we're also gonna need some ramps. So let me grab these ramps. Are these the right ones? Yeah, these are the right ones. Oh my goodness, they're so heavy. And then we're gonna need like a rope. Yes, we're gonna need like a tow strap or something. All right, let me grab this one. All right, we have our tow strap and we have our heavy ramps. So let me carefully go through out of here. This is so heavy. Oh my goodness, how does anyone manage to carry this? All right, so let me quickly throw this in my trunk. 1 and 2. All right, and then let me close the doors before I leave because I'm a responsible civilian and policeman. So I'm gonna turn this thing on and let's start making our way to the gas station because they're gonna have the semi with a flatbed so we can pick this thing up. So let's start making our way over there. I am going super fast, but I'm gonna quickly show you guys on the map that it's going to be located right here, so it is not going to be too far away. Not that I think about it, this thing is very close to the accidents. Oh my goodness, is that a coincidence or just luck? Anyways, we're gonna park the patrol car right here, or you know what, let's just park it in the back. Yeah, I think that is going to be a better thing. All right, let me turn this thing right here, and I'm gonna place it in park, turn off the engine, and before I do leave, I'm gonna turn off the lights. All right, nice. So we're gonna leave our patrol car right there, and then we're gonna take this super long semi. Let me hop in this super long semi so we can save the other semi. So let me hop in, and oh my goodness, this thing is brand new. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it even has lights. Can I turn this thing on? I'm gonna try to turn this thing on. Oh my goodness, the lights work. Yo, that is freaking sick. I mean, we're wasting time. All right, let me turn this thing on, and I'm gonna turn the lights back off, the cabin lights, and then we're gonna slowly get out of here. And oh my goodness, this thing is so freaking heavy. We gotta be careful. All right, let's get out of here. Make a turn right here. All right, and then oh my goodness, it is actually not too far. All right, so I'm gonna turn on my emergency lights because I'm gonna pull over right here, and then I'm gonna turn this thing off, and I'm gonna grab my tow strap, and I'm gonna connect it right around here and to the front of my semi. So I think that should work. Oh, is it too far away? I think it's too far away. I might have to leave the trailer. All right, so let's leave that there, and then I'm gonna hop right back in, and I think I'm gonna try to get closer, or you know what, I might have to go around. I might have to do that. All right, so let me do a 3-point turn right here and kind of work my way down this little hill so we can pull it from the back, because realistically my patrol car cannot pull this semi out of the water. But I'm gonna turn on my beacons on this thing as well, and let's carefully go down. All right, hold on, I almost got stuck right there. All right, come on, full power, just like so. We are now down, and I'm gonna park this thing right here. Let me hop out. Let's see if this actually finally works. I'm gonna attach my rope right there and then attach it one more time, and I think this is going to work. Let's see. We're gonna try to pull this thing so we can have come on, hold on, let me try to gain some speed and pull this. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good at all. Come on, I just need to pull this a little bit so we can get it out of that hole right there. All right, come on, a little bit more. I might have to do this for maybe a straight minute, but I think it is working. All right, hold on, I think I need more power. Let me get some speed, and come on, pull. I don't know, I don't think it's working. All right, I'm gonna check, and oh, it's actually doing better. We're almost done with this. All right, I'm gonna continue on tugging on this trailer with my semis. I'm gonna hop in, and let's continue to do this because it is working. So come on, big pull. All right, hold on, let me turn right here. Oh no, don't get stuck. All right, let's pull this thing. Come on, pull. Yes. All right, let's check the progress. Let's see. Actually, I forgot to put that thing on park. Anyways, let's check the progress, and I think I should be able to drive this thing now. Honestly, you know what, let's actually try this. All right, so I'm gonna disconnect my strap, and I'm gonna move my semi out of the way. Let me carefully do this. Oh my goodness, this thing is so freaking heavy. And then gonna back up just like so. Gotta make sure I don't hit the tree, and I think this is a good location. All right, I'm gonna leave my semi right around here. I turned that off. I think I turned it off, and this is the moment of truth. Hopefully we have enough power to finally get this thing out of this ditch. So I'm gonna turn this thing on, and I'm gonna reverse, and oh my goodness, it's working. Oh no, is it stuck again? It's stuck again. Look at the wheels, it is stuck again. Oh my goodness, I think we gotta try to pull this one more time with the semi. So I'm gonna quickly walk over there, and then I'm gonna hop in, and let's get closer so we can try to connect our strap once again and pull this thing for good. So I'm gonna grab my strap, there we go, and attach. All right, now let's try to pull this one more time. Let's see if this works. 3, 2, 1, come on, super hard. This gotta work. Nope, this does not work. All right, so let me quickly disconnect this. I'm gonna give this one more try. I'm gonna hop into the semi, but oh my goodness, I am sweating so much. This has been by far the hardest job I have ever done. And wait a minute, am I seriously getting out? Oh my goodness, it's working, dude, finally. All right, I almost also ended up hitting my semi. That was pretty close, but how do I get out of here? Okay, so I have an idea. I'm gonna try to back up and then kind of turn right here. Oh my goodness, that was a super close. Oh my god, that was another super close turn, and we are out of the ditch. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, I almost lost control somehow. Anyways, we are now out of that ditch, so I'm gonna back this thing up just like so. Let me turn on my emergency lights on. All right, nice. I'm gonna back this thing enough because I'm gonna hop out, and we're gonna go and grab the semi. Actually, you know what, we can put the ramps right now. So let me throw on one of the ramps, 1 and then 2. I think that should be, actually that is not good. All right, I'll fix that later. First, I want to get the semi out of this hole right here. So let me turn this thing on, and let me turn this so we can get out of here because the sun is, oh my goodness, it is already 5 p.m. We have to hurry up. All right, let's go. I gotta step on the gas. All right, I am now finally out of that ditch, and I'm gonna get my semi connected to the trailer. So let me carefully do this one first try, and nice. All right, so I ended up connecting the trailer, and I don't know where my ramps are. Oh my goodness, it is right here. I dropped it. All right, so let me pick it up, and let me pick this one up, and I'm gonna get the semi a little bit closer. Let's put the first one right there, and then let's see, I think the second one is gonna go right here. All right, so let me place second one right here, and I think honestly that should be perfect. So let me hop in, and let's carefully do this. I'm really hoping this thing does not tip over. All right, so far so good. Oh no, this is not good. What happened to the back? What if we take it like this? Actually, we can't. I'm gonna quickly back up. Alrighty, everyone, I was able to successfully back up. I'm gonna try to get on the ramps one more time. Feel like I'm crooked. Yeah, I am crooked. Let me try to fix this again. now I'm nervous. All right, so let's get on the first half and then, oh no, not again. Okay, so I see. So I'm gonna try to grab this ramp right here because the back is a little bit smaller than the front. All right, so let me pick this ramp up and then I'm gonna place it right here. And honestly, I think that should be perfect. All right, let me get on top of this trailer so we can get in the semi. And oh my goodness, I am struggling. All right, I am now on the trailer. I'm gonna hop on this thing. We're gonna turn this thing on and let's see, is this gonna work? Oh my goodness, this actually works. My plan worked. You guys, I'm a genius. Make sure you guys do subscribe and smash the like button because look at this. We managed to put on the huge trailer on top of another trailer. Now it's time to grab the ramps. Ugh, these things are so heavy. Wait, where's my second one? I think I'm carrying two in one hand. That is pretty impressive. All right, so I'm gonna throw them on the back of the semi. Throw this, throw that, and I think we are now ready to go. Let me just give it one more 360 check just to make sure everything is safe and secure, which it looks like it is. So we can now make our way to the mechanic shop, which is going to be located right here. So we're gonna hop in. We are running out of time, so let me step on this thing. We're gonna get out of here. So I'm gonna deliver this on the side of the shop. So let me carefully, am I gonna have space? Hopefully I do have space. All right, I'm gonna have to block traffic for a while because we gotta get the semi with the logs out from this trailer. So let me, oh actually, you know what, let me grab my ramps. All right, so we have our ramps right here. Hopefully it is both of them. So let's place our first ramp right here and then let's place our second ramp right there. Honestly, let me fix this one. I feel like this one's a little bit too crooked. All right, so we're gonna place one right here. Awesome, that is perfect. All right, we're gonna first take off this part and then we're gonna take off the semi. But before I do, let's begin with this one. Let me carefully do this. All right, careful. Oh, careful. This is making my hands sweaty. All right, I think that first half is now done. And honestly, we can completely go down. Hopefully this thing, oh, that was very hard. That kind of hurt my head. Anyways, we're gonna park this thing, turn the emergency lights off, and of course we cannot forget about the beacons. There we go. We got this thing fully delivered at the mechanic shop, or should I say at Tenny Customs. I don't know what that means, but let me grab my ramps because we're gonna go and deliver this trailer back to the gas station. So let me hop in and I'm gonna start making my way to the location. So I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are now at the gas station. Let me start slowing down, put on the blinkers, and let's go into the center. And I forgot that I ended up leaving my police car right here. Alright, so let me get this thing parked. It's a little bit crooked, but my shift is done, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. And before I do leave, I'm gonna turn off the beacons and we are now done with this thing. Oh my goodness, that was such a headache to drive because since it's so long, you have to be careful that you don't hit any of the stop signs or buildings. But anyways, we're gonna start making our way to the police station because the sun is gonna start going down. But if you guys are enjoying the videos on the second channel, make sure you guys are subscribed so you guys won't have to miss more of my content. But anyways, we are now at the police station. I'm gonna get this thing parked right next to this patrol car. So let me actually reverse this thing. All right, nice. So we have our second patrol car parked right next to this one. I don't know who that is. And I think that was a successful mission. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be playing APM, and today we have a huge emergency that we have to save. So we don't have too much time, we only have till like 6 p.m. and if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we have our work truck right here. We're going to be taking this thing, hold on, let me turn this thing back on, and this thing is a huge crash because a police car ended up crashing with a work truck that was carrying a trailer filled with trucks. So this is going to be an insane save, so we have no time. We're gonna see if there's anyone over there at the incident or everyone's been transferred to the hospital. But let's make a left turn right here, just like so, and we're gonna be seeing what kind of truck or semi we're gonna be using to save this mess. But apparently it's gonna be right down this road. Yeah, I think it's gonna be right down this road. All right, but I am kind of nervous because I did hear over the radio that it was going to be a big car crash, so I am kind of nervous. Oh my goodness, look how huge this incident is. Wait, hold on, I gotta turn on my emergency lights. All right, look at this incident. Yo, this is crazy. There is no way. What the heck? Holy moly guacamole. And this is a police car that got completely destroyed. Yo, this is crazy. All right, so I think we're gonna get the brand new semi with a flatbed and then bring it so we can tow these vehicles because there is a lot. We have to tow 1, 2, 3, and 4 vehicles today. Oh my goodness, we have a lot of work today, so let's get back in the work truck. Or actually, you know what? No, let's do that. Well, let's get in the work truck. We're gonna turn around right here, so let me carefully do a 3-pointer, and let's make our way to the mechanic shop so we can get the semi with a flatbed so we can start saving all of these cars. All right, let's make a left turn right here. For a second I thought it was a right turn, but it's a left. But this actually is one of the biggest car crashes I have seen in APM. Let me know if you've seen any bigger car crashes than this. But we have the mechanic shop right here. Let's see where the semi is. I actually don't know where it is. Let me check in this garage. I don't see anything so far. It is completely empty. And what the heck, dude? It is completely empty. There's nothing here. All right, so I'm not gonna close that because we're gonna put some cars in there later. So let me check the bag. Maybe the bag does have someone. Oh my goodness, it's right here, dude. It is literally right here. So we're gonna get in the semi. Let me just leave my truck right here, turn it off, and let's work our way inside of this semi. And this is probably one of my favorite semis in APM. Dude, this thing looks super good. But we're gonna make our way back to the incident. And the only thing I don't like about this semi is that it takes forever to gain some speed. It has like so many gears. I think there's about 13 gears that it goes through. But anyways, let me also turn on my beacon lights just like so, and let me turn on my amber lights. How do I turn this thing on? All right, that should be good right there. All right, we are on our way back to the accident. We're gonna go and save everyone, so do not worry. We're gonna make a right turn right here. This is kind of embarrassing. All right, let's make a right turn right here, and there we go. Awesome, that was a successful turn right there. All right, so we are back to the accident. I don't know what we're gonna start off with. Maybe with a police car. Honestly, I think that is something that we are going to start off with. So let me go around and we might start. Yeah, let's do that. That's actually a good idea. Let's begin by picking up the police car. So we're gonna put this thing right here, turn this thing off. And how do I get this thing down? I forgot how to use this. Oh, here it is. So first off, we gotta raise the bed, and then let me extend it just like so. Let me just extend that all the way. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna need to use, and there we go. It is now finished extending. So let me raise this a little bit more. All right, there we go. We have the flatbed all the way to the ground. So let's try to remove this patrol car. This thing does not. Oh, there we go. It's turning on, but it does not want to move at all. Yeah, this thing does not work. I think we have to put it with our winch. So let me grab my winch and let me try to connect it. Hopefully this works. If not, I'm kind of screwed. But there we go. It is now connected to the patrol car. I'm gonna try to retract it. All right, so let's start retracting this thing. Let's see if it's able to go on the flatbed. I'm really hoping it does. But so far, everything is working. So this is actually pretty exciting. But I don't want to get too excited because anything could go wrong at any moment. But let's hope that it is completely aligned. And I don't think it's aligned. Yeah, this thing is a little bit crooked. I'm gonna try to turn the wheels on this thing actually. All right, there we go. I was able to move and turn the wheels. I'm gonna hope that this works now because it was a little bit crooked. So let's continue retracting this thing. And okay, so far so good. What the heck? And I do not know what is happening right now. This thing is not working. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know what is wrong with this thing. I think we have to pick up a new trailer because this thing is not working. Alrighty, everyone. I am now back. Oops. I was able to bring a brand new trailer. So hopefully this works now. If not, then I quit with this mission. Actually, you know what? I am not a quitter. So let me get this thing backed up. We're going to try to get this thing on the flatbed. Let me carefully do this and turn off the engine. So let me begin by lowering the ramp just like so. Nice. And then does this thing have a winch? It does not have a winch. All right, so we're going to try to move this. Hopefully the engine is now working. All right, not bad. All right, I think it's working now. Awesome. All right, I'm going to try to get this thing on the bed just like so. Awesome. And honestly, we can probably fit one more car. Yeah, we can fit one more car. All right, so let me try to grab one of these. So I'm going to try to get in and okay, this thing is super stuck. All right, what if I, oh yeah, this is super stuck. Wait, I think I can turn it. No, this thing does not want to budge. All right, so let's think. Wait a minute, you know what? I think my truck has a winch and it does have a winch. Okay, so I have a plan. So I think we got to get closer and I'm going to try to use the winch so we can get this thing connected and rolled back over. So I'm going to do this and then I'm going to hop out, grab my winch. It's a cable, not a winch. And then we're going to go all the way back here and we're going to try to connect this thing. Let me see if this thing connects. Let me do this. Attach. Come on, please. I just want this thing to flip over. All right, so I'm going to retract it. Let's see if it kind of, oh, nope, it does not want to flip over. All right, so let me quickly disconnect this and let me try to reconnect it. Maybe it has another point I could use. All right, I'm going to try from this side. Maybe this works. I'm hoping it does. If not, it's probably going to be really bad. Oops, I disconnected it. You know what? Let me just disconnect this just like so and disconnect my trailer. Let me do that. And I'm just going to pull the Ford from this angle angle. Hopefully this works. This should work. Technically it should. So let me grab my cable one more time and then let me connect it just like so, and let's see if this thing works. So we're gonna retract the winch and come on, flip over, please, and let's go. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. All right. Oh no, this thing is rolling. All right, let me get in and park. Oh my goodness, that was super bad. All right, I'm gonna try to get this thing on top of the trailer, so let me carefully back this thing up. Thankfully the engine is still working, so I'm gonna park this thing right about here, and I'm gonna get this thing back and raise. So how do I raise this? Okay, like this. All right, awesome. So now we have both trucks right there, and then we're gonna try to connect it back to the trailer. All right, so let me quickly do this. Let me go in front and back up. Awesome. So I'm gonna do a super wide turn right here. This is not good. All right, let me back up, and then we can now head over to the mechanic shop so we can drop these things off and come back for these two. But oh my goodness, you guys, this mission has been a complete headache. This is probably going to be my longest rescue I have ever done in APM, but it's going to be completely worth it because they're going to pay me a lot of money in today's video. But we have the mechanic shop on our left side, so good thing I left one of them open already. So I'm going to do this, and we're going to back up into the garage. Look at this. I am a pro at this game. Oh my goodness, I'm super good. All right, I think that should be good. Let me turn this thing off and let me lower the ramps. The ramps are now lowered, so let me get these things unloaded from the trailer. I think I'm gonna park this right here, and then I'm gonna park this thing right down next to the second garage. All right, I think this is going to be perfect right here. I also need to turn off the lights. All right, let me turn the light bar off. Awesome. Yeah, this thing has to go and get fixed. Alrighty, we have one more trip to go. Let me just raise the ramp so we can make our way over there. Let me hop in and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. I'm gonna try to flip over this trailer with the truck connected. Hopefully this works. I think it is going to work. I just know it. I have a gut feeling, so I'm gonna, if this works, I'm a genius. But I'm gonna try to connect it to one of the bumpers. Let's see which location is. Oh, right here. This is going to be good. All right, I'm gonna try to pull on the winch. So in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I disconnected it. Oh my goodness, I am so clumsy. All right, let me try again. So in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, flip over, please, flip over. Nope, it's not flipping over. All right, let me try the back. I think the back would work. Alrighty, let's try to flip this over in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, flip. Oh no, this is not good. Alrighty, I'm gonna try to get in the truck and I'm gonna back up, so maybe this works like the oh my goodness, this actually worked. I am a genius. You know what, I think I could just drive this to the mechanic shop. You know what, let's try this. I think it should work. Okay, so far so good. The engine turns on. All right. Oh, the wheel in the back feels a little bit funny though. You know what, let me quickly park this thing to the side. All right, let me just turn on my emergency lights like so, and let me park to the side of the road. We're gonna try to attempt to take this to the mechanic shop, so let me hop in. And okay, so far so good. All right, let me actually turn on my emergency lights because this is not good. This is super dangerous, and this truck is super nice. Is this a Denali? All right, let's make a left turn right here, and thank God the mechanic shop is literally right down here. But oh my goodness, you guys, I am so happy that we are almost, oh my goodness, I was about to crash again, but I am so happy that we are almost close with finishing this job. Let me just close this and open this one. All right, nice. Let me hop back in and let's get in here. Awesome. Oh my goodness, I forgot that I parked that there. All right, you know what, let me just park this thing over here. I don't know where to put this thing. This thing is so huge. Or you know what, I think I can just park it right down here in the middle. I think that should be fine. All right, I'm gonna turn off the emergency lights, engine, and then I'm gonna get an Uber so I can go and pick up my truck. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back. My Uber just dropped me off. He sped away really fast. I think he had to do something. I think he had to go to the restroom, but I just got a call from my friend and he told me he ended up picking up the trailer because he had to use it, but he left my truck right here, which honestly is a great thing for me because I don't have to go and return it. But anyways, let's start making our way back home because I am super freaking tired. It is almost the afternoon. Good thing we managed to finish this job right before the sunset, because imagine doing this job in the middle of the night. Dude, that sounds like a complete headache. But anyways, I'm gonna drive home and I'll meet you guys over there. Home sweet home. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so happy to be back home. I'm gonna park in my driveway, so let me turn around and let me get this thing parked right. Oh, I kind of hit my garage. But anyways, I think that it doesn't really matter. But anyways, what a super long day of heavy work and hauling trailers. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let me know what video I should do next. Maybe I'll do it this week, but for now, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today I just got a call right now about a huge car crash revolving revolving around a huge tractor and the truck. So we're gonna go and check that out. We're gonna be taking the work truck because I'm thinking about taking the brand new trailer. I'm not sure if we're gonna need it. So let's go first assess the damage and see how bad it is. So let's make our way over there. Good thing it is not too far. It's gonna be located right around this property right here. I think the tractor was coming out of the property and the truck did not see him and ended up colliding with him. So this is probably not gonna be a good crash. And honestly, we're gonna be able to use a brand new trailer that they just added in APM in today's update. So let's make a left turn right here, just like so. And you guys can tell that today is another beautiful day. By the way, I made a Discord and the link if you want to join the community is going to be in my bio. But anyways, on with the video. All right, let's see where this crash is. I don't know where this, oh my goodness, it's gonna be all the way down there. All right, let's make our right turn right here. Let me just turn, there we go. And then the car crash should be right down here. I don't know where it is. Oh, wait a minute, is that the tractor? That's oh my goodness, I gotta slow down. I'm gonna crash as well. And oh my goodness, yo, this truck is so nice and it just got completely wrecked. Holy moly. Let me pull over. Hold on, let me just pull over right here so we can assess the damage. I don't know how bad this is. All right, turn that thing off. And oh my goodness, yo, the whole front hood and the fender is crumbled like paper and the suspension seems to be damaged and this thing is like brand new. This thing barely got touched. I mean, probably because this thing is a huge tractor. But we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, which is going to be located right here, so we can grab the brand new trailer and we can get this thing towed. Oh my goodness, this is not a good sight. So let me hop in. We're gonna turn on our truck right here and let's make our way to the trailer store. What a way to start the day. But hopefully everyone in the accident is safe, which I think they are because I don't see any ambulances unless they already went to the hospital. But we're here at the trailer store. Look at those bad boys right there. Oh my goodness, we're gonna be taking that today. Let's see, where is it? Oh, it's right here. All right, nice. So let me turn around and get this thing connected just like so. And I actually gotta fix this thing because this thing is super mega long. So let me quickly fix this thing. Let me open up the menu. All right, so let's go to the trailer frame and then we're gonna subtract one axle and then we're gonna make this a bit, wait, can I remove another one? Oh no, I can't. And we're gonna make this super small. Like, I think that is good. Yeah, I think that should be good right there. Looks pretty funny. But we're gonna be taking the oh wait, hold on, let me close my tailgate. You guys know I do not like when my tailgate is open, so we're gonna go inside and we can now make our way to picking up this pickup truck. I'm super excited to use my new trailer because I ended up adding a winch right here, as you guys can see, this winch right here, and we're gonna be able to connect it to the back of the truck so we can pull this thing. So I'm gonna step on the gas right now and make my way to the accident. And here we are now back at the accident. Let me turn on my emergency lights on because we're gonna go right behind this pickup right here and we're gonna try to tow it. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I really hope this does. So let me carefully back up just like so. And oh, is that good? Yo, I think that is going to be perfect. All right, so let me turn this thing off and let's get the dovetail lowered. So let's get this thing. Oh dude, this thing is so small, but I think I did a really great job at, I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, let me just grab the winch. Let me connect it to the back of the bed just like so. And I kind of want to turn on the auxiliary lights. Is that how you say it? Ooh, like that looks pretty cool. All right, so no more playing around, you guys. So let me retract the winch. Come on, so far so good. Wait, did I put a brake on my truck? Hopefully. All right, come on. Oh no, is this gonna be too short? Oh, it's gonna hit me. All right, let me keep retracting. Is that it? Come on, I think that's gonna be it. All right, so I'm gonna raise the bed or the trailer, yeah, and then I'm gonna disconnect my winch. There we go. And look at this, you guys. Oh my goodness, this is the perfect size. Honestly, I think it needs another axle. Yeah, I think it needs another axle, but I think that is going to be fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. So I'm gonna hop into the tractor right here. I don't know how to drive these, so let me hop into this thing and let's get this thing towed back into the farm. And oh my goodness, this thing is so heavy. Holy moly, this thing is so heavy. All right, I just gotta back this up a little bit more and then we can turn it right here. Oh my goodness, this takes forever. Kind of hitting the tree right there. I don't know where to park this thing. Where does he park? Wait, does it fit right under there? Yeah, there's no way it's gonna fit right there. Oh, it's right here. I think it's gonna fit. Well, actually, you know what, I don't even know if it's gonna fit in this gigantic garage. Well, we can try. It doesn't hurt to try. So I'm gonna open that up and we're gonna throw in the tractor just like so. And let's see, this is gonna be the test. Come on. Look at that. Yo, that is crazy. Oh, let me turn off the emergency lights. I turned these things off. All right, there we go. Alrighty, we have the tractor back in the garage. So let me go over here and close that just like so. And we're gonna make our way back to my work truck because we're gonna be taking that semi, or no, not semi. Oh my goodness, I forgot how to speak English. But we're gonna be taking this pickup right to the mechanic shop. And I thought this thing was crooked, but it's not, since the front is suspension is completely destroyed is the reason it looks kind of funny. But let me hop right back in, turn this bad boy on, and let's see, how do we turn around? Or you know what, we can probably just back into here and then just exit. So let me carefully do that. I'm going to show you guys how good I am at driving. Look at that. Awesome. And then let's pull out of here, make sure that no one is coming like this guy, which he didn't do and ended up crashing. And I just realized my lights are on and I got to turn this off. Hold on, let me just quickly pull over. There we go. Got to turn this thing off. I don't want my battery to die. So off. There we go. All right, now we can continue. All right, get out of there. And now we are making our way back into the city because we're going to go to the mechanic shop and we're going to get this pickup truck repaired like brand spanking new. But for those that have played APM, what do you guys think about the brand new update? Or I guess the brand new trailers that they've added in today's game? Is it a W or an L? Let me know in the comments. But we are coming up to the mechanic shop. Let me just turn right here. And then I'm going to turn right here as well. And here we are. We are now at Tenny's or Tenny. I don't know. I seriously don't know what that means. But I'm going to flip around. I'm going to do a nice little flipperoo. And let me be careful. I don't want to hit the post because that is going to be an expensive fix for my trailer. So let me hop in, turn this thing on, and let's carefully back this thing up. Why is this thing not moving? I don't know why it's not. Wait, what the heck? What's going on with my truck? Why is it stuck? Oh, there we go. For a second, it was stuck. All right, we're almost there. And bingo, look at that. We are now parked inside of the huge warehouse. So let me quickly disconnect my... Actually, you know what? We're going to lower this thing. What am I doing? Let me lower this just like so. And then I'm going to have to move a little bit forward because I backed up way too much. So I think right here is going to be a better position. So let me quickly put this truck in neutral and roll it off. So let me hop in and careful. All right, come on, keep rolling. Oh my goodness, this is going to take forever. Alright, there we go. I had to kind of quickly turn on the engine because that thing was actually going to take forever. But let me quickly raise the dovetail and I'm going to pull my truck right out of here because we're currently not using it. And I'm not sure if more cars are going to come. So I'm going to leave my pickup parked right around here, just like so. I don't think it's going to bother anyone right here. As long as they see the emergency lights, I think we should be good. But I'm going to quickly make my way back in the truck because we got to fix the suspension on this thing. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is so bad. So let me go inside and let's see suspension. Where is the suspension? Right here. So, okay. So we got to do this, and then there we go. Look at that. The suspension is now fixed and the paint is completely damaged. So I'm going to change the color on this thing to red. And then let me add some reflectors on this thing just like so. And what else should we do? All right, let me check the engine. Oh, this thing is super slow. No wonder. Let me do 25% extra power and another turbocharger. And I think that is going... Oh, you know what? Let me make these orange. Where's the accessories? Accessories right here. And then we're going to do orange. Where is orange? Orange. All right, so orange is going to be this one. Awesome. I think that is going to be perfect. So let me turn this thing on. I actually want to check this out. I want to see how this thing looks out in the sun. Hold on. Yo, look at this thing. Yo, this thing is running like a complete beauty. Let me just make sure the lights are working. So let me turn on. These are my low beams and high beams. Yo, that is sick. Yo, this truck is super nice. So I'm going to go back to the mechanic shop. And since this truck is now ready to be picked up by the owner, I'm going to leave it right up front. So let me do them a favor and I'm going to back this thing up. Oh my goodness. Look at the hips on this thing. It's super wide. All right. So I think this is going to be perfect. And look at that. I think I did a phenomenal job fixing up that pickup truck. But anyways, let me quickly close the garage there. Okay, awesome. I used my mind to close it. That's how powerful I am, you guys. And then I'm gonna hop into my pickup just like so, and we're gonna make our way to the trailer store, which is right around the corner. And we are now back at the trailer store. So I'm gonna turn around. It's not gonna be too hard because this thing is pretty small, I'm not gonna lie. So actually, you know what, this is actually harder. So let me carefully do this just like so, and I'm gonna get the... Oh no, I forgot to put it in park. All right, so let me place it in disconnect, and there we go. Look at that. I think that's pretty sick. Let me just close my bed right now because I always forget to close it. All right, I think that is going to be good. All right, let's start making our way back home. And look at these trailers. These look pretty nice. Oh, let me check this out. Actually, you know what, I gotta go home. Around the town. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back home, and honestly, you guys, I think that was a 10 out of 10 day as well. Let me know what you guys think about this mission and the brand new trailer they added in APM. For now, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Oh, what time is it, you guys? Oh my goodness, it's a brand new day in Southern Modding. Oh my goodness, you guys, today we are gonna go and find a brand new barn find. I just got a tip from a neighbor that lives around there that there is a barn with a bunch of old and rusty cars that we're gonna be able to restore today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash. Oh my goodness, look at this bad boy. Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we have our ginormous truck that we're going to be using and heading over to the trailer store because we're going to go and pick up a trailer so we can get all of these rusty cars loaded up onto. But first, we need to go and find this barn find because I actually don't know where this barn is going to be located at with all the vintage cars. So we're going to go and look for that first, and then we'll pick up the trailer so we can get all of them loaded up and taken to the mechanic shop. But we only have till the afternoon. Right now it seems to be like 3 p.m. in the afternoon, but our first stop is gonna be right here. And now I think there is a barn down this dirt road, which we're gonna be looking right now. So let me turn on my blinkers and let's make a right turn onto this path. But so far I don't see any barns, just these houses, which I doubt they have the 3 cars inside of them. But right here we have a bunch of cows and a lot of my siblings, so we're not gonna talk to them right now. We're gonna go through here and go directly to the barn right here. So I'm gonna park my thing right here. I'm gonna hop out and let's open up this front garage door of the barn, and it's not here. What the heck? I swear I thought it was going to be right here, but it is not. All right, so this first spot is going to be a fail, so let's look through right here. Maybe it's gonna be in this garage. Oh, I don't think even a car could fit in there. Oh my goodness, I don't know where it is. All right, I closed that up, and hold on, should I try to close this? Every time when I try to close this, I get stuck. 3 2 1 and oh yep, I got stuck. All right, you know what, we're gonna leave that open. If the cows want to escape, they can be free. But let me get back into my truck. Oh, this thing is so massive, you guys. I kind of want to give up because I don't know. Wait a minute, wait, what's in here? Hold on, let me turn off my engine. Is this the same part of the barn? Wait, let me open this and oh my goodness, there is so many vehicles in here, dude. We are going to make so much money. All right, so we found the 3 vehicles. It looks like we have some type of like Mustang right here. This might be a Buick, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, or it could be a Pontiac. And then it looks like we have a Dodge right here. Beautiful cars that are vintage that we're gonna be bringing to life. So let me get into the work truck. I'm gonna have to step on here. All right, so let's start making our way towards the trailer store because we're gonna go and pick up this trailer so we can get all of those vehicles loaded up. And now the trailer, oh wait a minute, is that a mudding pit? Oh no, I don't want to go in the mudding pit. Let me go around this. Now this trailer is gonna be super long and super heavy because we're gonna be carrying 3 vehicles and not 1. So that's pretty much the main reason we are carrying this huge machine. I see the city in the distance. We're making our way towards the trailer store. So let's cross this bridge right here. And oh, I should have entered through there. Bruh. It's fine. I'll make a right turn right here. Let me just turn on my blinkers and let's make a left turn right here. All right, so it looks like the trailer store is onto the left side, and then oh, this is the trailer I was talking about. So let me back this thing up. We're gonna get it connected to the back of this truck. Let me just carefully align myself because I was a little bit way too crooked, and now this is gonna be a better way to get this connected. Why is this thing not connecting? That's weird. All right, so I had to fix the suspension on this truck because it was way too tall and it wasn't able to connect to the hitch that I have right there in the middle of my bed. So now that we got this thing connected, we can now make our way back to the barn so we can get these cars loaded up and fixed up, and we're probably even gonna sell them for a good amount of money. I'm probably gonna make around $50,000 to $60,000 from flipping all of these 3 vehicles. So I'm really excited because it's been a while since I've been able to make this kind of money. Alrighty everyone, I see the barn in the distance. I'm not sure if you guys can see it as well. My eyes are really good. I feel like I have eagle eyes. But let me stop yapping and let's make a right turn onto this dirt road because this is gonna be the entrance of the barn. I kind of feel bad I did not close that. Hopefully the cows actually don't escape. But here we are. I don't know where I'm gonna park this thing because we are carrying a lot right now. I think I'm gonna park it right around, actually I don't know, this might be a decent spot. It's definitely not the best spot, but it's gonna work for now. So let me lower the ramps just like so, and let's see which one should we begin with. I think we should load up the Dodge first. Yes, I think that is gonna be a good choice. But let me load up the Dodge, and I'm very surprised if this thing is actually working, knowing that it is so old and rusty. But let me carefully align myself and park this thing all the way to the top. I need to make sure I have enough space so I can park the rest of the vehicle. So I think this is gonna be a good spot. Let me just park it, turn it off, and let's see if it straps down. Nice, it managed to strap down. Let me just make sure it is safe and secure because I don't want this thing to tip over when we're making a turn, which it looks like everything is on point and means we can grab the second vehicle. And look at the wheels on this thing. The wheels on this thing look so amazing. So let me hop in, turn this bad boy on, and get her loaded up onto the trailer. All right, so this one's gonna go right behind the Dodge. I still don't know if this is some type of Pontiac, but that's kind of like the feeling I got from this vehicle. A Pontiac, or could it be a Buick? I'm still in between those two vehicles. But anyways, let me get this one parked right behind the Dodge, put it in park, turn off the engine, and there is the second vehicle loaded up. That means we can continue with the... Wait, what was this? I think it's the Ford. Yeah, I think this might be a Mustang. Let me hop in and let's get it finally loaded up onto the trailer because this is gonna be the last vehicle. Let me just make sure I'm straightened and then we can put it in park. So let me get a little bit closer and oh, I'm struggling. All right, so we threw it in park. I almost hit that car, very close. Let me just turn it off and boom, look at that. We got 1, 2, and 3 vehicles loaded up from this amazing barn find. Now we just gotta throw up the ramps just like so, and we can now... Oh, actually, you know what? Let me try to close this. Hopefully I do not get trapped. So in 3, 2, and oh my goodness, that was really close. All right, we can now jump into our truck and make our way to the mechanic shop. So we have quite the trip. I don't know if I should take this path because there's the kind of like a mudding pit. So yeah, let's not do that. I'm kind of... Oh, there's chickens. So we're gonna be exiting the way we came from through this gate right here. I'm gonna try to not hit the vehicles or my trailer, which it looks like I managed to do because I am the most professional driver in southern mudding. But anyways, let's get back on the main road. Look at this. We have a train of cars loaded up onto this trailer. Now let's start making our way to the mechanic shop and let's get them fixed up. But anyways, let me pull in and I'm gonna get this thing parked right here on the side. Hopefully I can do a good job. Let me just turn on my hazards because I'm gonna be in the way, so hopefully no gigantic vehicles come. Let's turn this thing off, throw it in park, and let's get all of these vehicles unloaded from the trailer. But before we do, gotta throw down the ramps and we're gonna begin with this Mustang right here. So we're gonna get her unloaded and we're gonna go to number 4 right here. So let me just quickly open that up so we can go inside. All right, so we're here in the mechanic shop. Let me just turn off my vehicle, and first things first is that we gotta remove the rust off this thing because it does not look good. And then next up, I'm thinking about doing some orange. I feel like that's a classic Mustang color, orange. I think that looks pretty solid. Yeah, that looks really good, you guys. Now I'm gonna make the hood a little bit dark, just like so. Or you know what, should I do gray? Oh, gray looks really nice, you guys. All right, let's do gray, and then let's quickly do the tires. Let's do street performance, and I kind of don't like any of these, so I'm gonna keep it stock. Let's add a little bit of tint, just like so. And lastly, we should add a supercharger and 25 extra power. And look at this. Let me just turn it on and let's pull it out and let's kind of give it a little rev, maybe a little test on the intersection. Wait, can I turn off ABS and traction? Oh no, I can't. Oh man. All right, that's fine. All right, let's do a little test right here. Let's see how this thing is performing. So in 3, 2, and 1, go. Oh my goodness, yo, this thing is crazy. Holy moly. Yo, this thing has a lot of power that comes from the rear. That is insane. But I'm gonna park it right here at the trailer store because we're gonna go and sell it to them. But first off, we're gonna finish parking this thing right here and finish the rest of the 2 vehicles that are loaded up on the trailer right here. Oh, hold on, I gotta make sure the road is clear. All right, road is clear, we can cross. Let me just hop into this thing and let's carefully unload her. All right, nice. That was actually very smooth. I don't know what color to do this. Maybe like a dark gray. I think that would look very cool. So let's go here, let's remove the rust, and oh my god, yo, that looks freaking amazing. Let me just put street performance tires. I'm gonna keep the rims because they look really nice. Add some transparency. Oh my goodness, this looks so dirty. And I think that might be it. Oh, I forgot the power. So let me add 2 turbochargers and 25% extra power, and that is gonna be it for this vehicle. Look at this. Oh my goodness, dude, I feel like an FBI detective in the 1950s. This looks really nice, you guys. All right, so we're gonna park it right next to this Mustang right here, and we're gonna park it right in the middle. So I think this is gonna be a really nice spot. Let me just turn it off, leave it parked right there, and let's hop into our last vehicle, which is going to be this Dodge. So of course, I think for a Dodge, Dodge. We might do like a dark blue. I think a dark blue would look really nice on this thing. I was thinking about like a red, but I don't think red would fit on this. Let me turn off the engine and park it so we can customize the color. But before we do, we got to remove all of this rust right here. So let's remove it, and then let's go towards blue, and let's see. I'm looking for a really good, oh, look at this blue. Just add a little bit of reflectance. Look at that. Dude, this looks amazing. Let me just put the street performance tires. I'm gonna throw on the MG retro mutters, and you guys know the drill. We're gonna add some tint on this vehicle. Look at that. That looks so clean, you guys. I think that's it. Oh, I always forget. Engine needs to be upgraded, so let me quickly max it out, and look at this. Let me just give it a nice turn, and let's back this thing up. Now this thing sounds so good. This has got to be one of the best ones. Let's go into the trailer store because we are gonna sell these bad boys here at the trailer store. Let's see how much we can get out of these. Like I said, I'm expecting somewhere between $50,000 to $60,000. But anyways, let's go inside the store and let's go talk to the guy and let's see how much he gives us for these three beautiful vehicles. So let me open up the door and let's say what's up to the guy. Oh, you look fancy schmancy. So how much would you give me for all of those bad boys? 52. Yeah, here are the keys. Take it. You got yourself a deal. All right, so we just managed to get an amazing deal. We got $52,000 for these three vehicles right here. For the Dodge, for this black vehicles that I still don't know, could be a Pontiac, could be a Buick, and this Mustang right here. That was quite this deal because we did find these vehicles for free. All right, before we do finish up, we got to throw up the ramps and we're gonna return this trailer back here at the trailer store, which is across the street, because this is not mine. Well, the vehicle is mine, but the trailer's not. I had to borrow this. So let me carefully back up the trailer and I'm gonna have to kind of turn right here. Let me also turn off my hazards. All right, the road is clear, which means we can pull in and get this thing backed up and dropped off where we got it from. So let me carefully do this without messing up. I'm gonna try to do this the first try, and I think that is going to be perfect. And yo, look at this. This was an amazing job. Yo, that is crazy. I am the GOAT. All right, so let me quickly disconnect this. Let me hop into my beautiful and powerful truck, and we're gonna start making our way back home. Alrighty, everyone, it looks like we are now back at the farmhouse. Let's start pulling in and let's get this bad boy parked up because I do not have that much money. Well, I do, but it's for the bills, you guys. That was the restoration and the barn find of today's video. So if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Mudding video, and today we're gonna go on the biggest and most luxurious camping you can do in this game. So we're gonna be taking our most expensive truck, which is gonna be this one. I think they just added it a couple days ago, and then we're gonna make our way towards the trailer store so we can pick up the luxury camper that costs a lot of money, and then we're gonna pick up an ATV. So if you guys are excited for this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So let me go around and show off my Corvette. Look at how beautiful look how beautiful my Batman car is. No more distractions. Let's get in our pickup. We're gonna get in and let's close up our door and let's make our way towards the trailer store so we can get it oh, hold on, let me open this. I forgot that I locked it because sometimes players like to come to my property and like to mess around. So let's get out of here and let me close this. There you go. But like how I was saying, we're gonna go and get that thing connected towards our pickup and then make our way towards the tool store so we can grab all of the things we need, and we can grab some marshmallows because who doesn't like eating marshmallows at the campfire? It cannot be a camping experience if you're not eating marshmallows. But anyways, we are now back in town. Let's make sure the road is clear. Let's go through the green light, and it looks like there's another green light. Oh my goodness, I think it's going to be my lucky day again. But here we are at the trailer store, and I don't wait, is it this one? No, it's supposed to be really long, so I don't think it's any of these. Let's walk around. Oh, this one's pretty nice, but I don't think it's this one. It should be. Oh, whoa, this is huge, you guys. Holy moly. Let me actually take a peek, and yo, what the heck? There's like an entire office right back here. But let me fold this. That is insane. I did not know that. And let me take a quick peek. Yo, there's a lot of stuff in here. All right, let me close that up and let's get out of here. We don't want to check it out too much because we are on a limited schedule because we want to make sure we do this before the sun does go down. So we're gonna get it connected right now. Let me carefully back up. Can I do this on the first try? Am I seriously that? Oh yeah, I am that goated. I am the goat. Alrighty, we have the tool store right down the street and we're gonna quickly run inside. I'm gonna quickly leave my truck parked right here. So I'm gonna turn on the hazard places our lights and turn off the engine, and let's quickly run inside the store and grab all of the camping materials that we need for today's trip. So what do we need? Do we need cones? I don't think we need cones. What about, oh, we can grab an American flag. I got my
American flag.
You can never go wrong with the fireworks. So let me grab some fireworks. Let's continue walking down, and nope, we do not need a pressure washer. What is this? A generator. I think we're gonna need that. Let's take a grill. Ooh, which one should we take? I like this one. This one's pretty nice. And I don't really like this one because it is pretty small. So we're gonna go with the bigger one. So let's grab that one. And oh my goodness, there's so much stuff right here. Well, let's begin by grabbing our campfire, the marshmallows, which is super important, a camping chair. Ooh, we can grab a cooler. I've never seen this. No way, I've never seen this cooler. All right, and we cannot forget about the sleeping bag, because how else are we going to sleep, you guys? So let's quickly go and quickly check out all of our stuff that we just picked out. So let's quickly do that. Oh my goodness, that is going to be so expensive, you guys. I mean, it is a luxury camping, so I expect it to be really expensive. But let's go back to the camp. Look at that, there's an ATV right here. Yo, I kind of want this ATV. Should we take this? I think we should have enough space to throw this ATV in the back of the camper. All right, you know what, let's take it. I'm gonna hop in and let's quickly, oh, whoa, yo, I did not mean to do that. I did that on accident, but that was pretty cool. So you know what, let me take credit for it. I did mean to do that. All right, so let's put up the ATV right here because we're gonna lower the ramp. Come on, ramp, go all the way down, and we're gonna fold up the furniture because we're gonna load this beautiful ATV on the back of our camper. This is such an awesome feature. But let's throw it in park. Let's get it out and let's put down the straps. All right, every strap should now be connected towards the ATV, which means we are now ready to begin this camping trip. So let's pull up the ramp and let's start making our way towards the spot where we're gonna be camping for the night. And I just sat on the wrong seat. All right, let me hop out, let me close that, and let me get in the proper seat. All right, we can now get out of here. Now the camping spot I really want to go is gonna be down to the right side and all the way passing the racetrack, because if you guys didn't know, there's actually the tallest mountain over there, which we're gonna be going on today and camping on top of that. Yep, I'm a little bit crazy, you guys. Get used to it. And I believe this should be the mountain. I'm not sure. Wait, is it this mountain or is it going to be the next mountain after this one? I'm not sure. You know what? I think it is going to be this mountain. All right, let's make a right turn onto this road and then we're gonna go onto the dirt path. Do not worry, you guys. This work truck is capable of going on top of this hill, although I don't think it has work wheels. Yeah, it doesn't have work tires. I mean, regardless, it shouldn't have any issues. So let's go on top of this hill. We're gonna have to go all the way up. This kind of spirals and we have to be careful because if we don't, then we might fall off the cliff, and I kind of don't want to fall off the cliff. I'm not interested in that. So let's finish making our way towards the top and we are almost done. I think this might be the last turning that we have to make, which it looks like I am going to be right once again. So let's make this turn and boom, we are now at the top at one of the tallest mountains in southern mudding. Look at this, what a view. Well, before we do actually check out the view, I want to park up my camper right around here. All right, so I'm gonna carefully back kind of towards the corner because the more I back into this corner, the better the view. So we're gonna park it right here, and I think I'm ready to, oh no, we can't disconnect this because if I open up the ramp, then the ATV is probably gonna go down. So let me actually move a little bit forward, and I believe that should be better now. So quickly disconnect the camper from my pickup and it should now be ready for us to get in and unload the ATV. So I'm gonna probably leave my pickup truck right here and we're gonna open the rear of this camper. So let's open that up and we can now pull our ATV out of here. Look at this. So far everything's been going pretty good. Wait, how can I put this in park? Can I not put this in park? Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it right there. And before we do set up our camp, let's quickly set up our camper. So we're gonna begin by opening the doors, pushing back that area, and we're gonna turn on the lights. Ooh, fancy schmancy, you guys. Does this thing have any tarps, by the way? Let me just open up the door so it can be easier for us to go inside. Oh, there it is. What a weird button, but there we go. The camper is now fully set up and we can now start putting our American flag and the rest of our camping stuff. So let's begin with, oh, wait a minute. I forgot to grab a bench. Oh my goodness. I am so clumsy. That's fine. We still have chairs. So I'm going to place one chair like right around here and then we're going to place the campfire. Oh, I have two chairs. Let's go. I'm going to place the second one right here and then the campfire in the middle. That looks really nice. Let me actually turn this on. Oh, it is so hot, you guys. Oh my goodness. What else do we have? We have our tent and I think our tent is it should be go I think right here would be pretty sick, you guys. And of course we gotta throw in our sleeping bag inside. Our cooler is gonna go around here. Let's put it right between right behind one of these chairs, just like so. And not too far away, we're gonna put the grill. Let's put the grill right here. I think that's a nice spot. I kind of want to use the power from the camper, so I'm gonna connect it and put it right here. So let me turn that on. And lastly, we cannot forget about our fireworks. So our fireworks should be go oh, right here. There's a little nice spot right here. Let's place them, and we are now ready to have a beautiful night at this camping spot. But look at this, we got our expensive and luxurious truck, ATV, and the most expensive camper in Southern Mudding. But the sun looks like it's about to go down, which is fine. We're gonna go and cook our marshmallows. So let's cook our marshmallows. Let's hope that this thing does not burn. And oh, look at that. All right, this is a perfect yellow right here. I am ready to eat this, so let's give this a try in 3, 2, and 1. Wow, this is super good, you guys. Wow, that was delicious. That was probably the best marshmallow I've had at any campsite. But before the sun starts to go down, I kind of want to have some fun on the ATV. So let's go and give ourselves a little nice tour of the area, and we might do some wheelies. Oh, okay, let's not be too crazy, you guys. There really isn't anything around here besides these really tall mountains. Oh, actually, you know what? There's a little path around here. What is this? Yo, this is quite the view, you guys. Look at this. What a beautiful view that we have of kind of like the map. But I think we can watch and see most of the town on that side. So let's go back because the sun is going down pretty fast, and I don't know if there's any monsters in this area. So let me hop in the ATV, and oh, hold on, do not go down. Do not go down. Let's turn this around and let's do another wheelie. I just enjoy how that looks. And oh my goodness, ignore that, you guys. Nothing totally happened. But we are now back at our camping spot. We really didn't go too far because the sun was going down pretty fast. So let's leave our ATV right there and let's take a look of the town. Holy moly, I've never seen this. I kind of like Southern Mudding. Looks pretty nice. But the sun is going down, which means we gotta start getting ready to go to sleep. So I'm gonna throw in my ATV, so in the morning we can just head out. So I'm gonna place my ATV back into this camper. There we go. We're gonna turn that off, and it should now be connected with every single strap. So I'm gonna start closing everything up. Pull up this. Actually, you know what? We're gonna keep the tarps open, but we are gonna pull up the stairs and close the doors. And of course, we cannot forget about pulling up the ramps. But with the power of editing, it's gonna be nighttime in 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty, everyone. It is now nighttime. As you guys can see, the night has arrived and the moon as well, which means we can now go inside and get a good night rest. Hopefully. If not, then I'm going to be a little bit cranky if I don't get a good night rest. But I'm going to catch some sleep, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. What time is it, you guys? Oh my goodness, it's already morning. No way. That was actually a really good sleep. But look at all of the mess that we have. I'm going to have to pick up all of this mess because I'm going to start making my way back home. So I'm going to quickly... Oh, I forgot to launch my fireworks. Bruh. Anyways, I'm going to pack everything up and I'm going to make my way back home because I am done with this amazing camping trip. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to go camping. And this is not going to be a normal camping trip because we're going to be using the new camper that they just added in Southern Mudding. Look at this. This thing is insane. Dude, I kind of wanted this in APM, but it looks like Southern Mudding was able to do this. So before we do start, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So if we actually take a look, they also added a brand new truck right here, which is a limited, but it does cost 200 Robux, and I only have 84 because I am extremely poor. So if you guys smash the like button in 3 seconds, I'm gonna get it in 3, 2, and you have successfully bought the limited 6x6 truck. All right, let's spawn it in and let's take a look at this. And oh my goodness, this thing, it kind of looks like the Ford Raptor. Wait, hold on, let me actually put them side by side. Look at that. Does it not look super similar, you guys? Anyways, we have a long day. We are going to be going on a camping trip, and it's already midday. So where did it go? Right here. We're gonna jump in, and before we do check out the camper, we're gonna go and customize this thing and get it ready for the camping trip. So let me hop out. I'm gonna open up the garage door and let's turn on this bad boy and let's start customizing. So I think we might do what color should we do? Oh, should we do a gray color? I think that would be a nice color. Let me add some reflectance, and then how do I change the color of the camper? How do I do that? Can I not change the color of the camper? camper? I mean, in that case, let me just make this red then. But then that looks weird. What the hell? Alright, you know what? Let's just keep it white because I want it to match one color. So let's put some extreme tires. Let's throw in some of the retro mudders. Add some reflectant towards the windows. And we are going to increase some of the height. Just a tad bit. Nothing too much. Increase some of the height. Oh yeah, I gotta add some dampening and some stiffness. And since these wheels are pretty tiny, I am gonna make them a little bit wider. Max out the engine. Actually, you know what? Let me put the superchargers and then 3 coal. And I believe that is gonna be it for this truck. So let's click apply changes and look at that. This looks insane, you guys. And I just realized I didn't go inside the shop. I am so clumsy, you guys. All right, so let's go towards the tool store because we are gonna get some stuff just in case we do need it, like some marshmallows, a campsite. So I am going to back up and park it right here. So let's quickly run into the tool store and grab all the materials that we do need. All right, we did close that. So okay, we don't need any of that. All right, let me go around. Nope, we don't need any of this stuff. Oh, actually, we do need a picnic table. Oh, and a grill. Oh my goodness, I keep sitting down. Let me get a grill, a generator, and let me grab a tent just in case we do decide to sleep outside. And I'm gonna grab the campfire, the camping chair, and oh yeah, the sleeping bag. We cannot forget about the sleeping bag. And I think that is gonna be it for the, oh my goodness, that's my biggest enemy. And I think that is gonna be it for this run. And oh wait, we cannot forget about
the American flag.
Oh, and some fireworks. Yeah, I gotta grab some fireworks. All right, so let me quickly check out. I'm gonna quickly buy out all of this stuff. There we go. We have now successfully purchased all of our items, and we can now make our way towards the camping spot that I kind of want to camp for the night. So let's open up our door and let's go inside. Oh, what the heck? No way, I'm inside the bed. No. We can't get a sneak peek right now. We can't get a sneak peek. We gotta wait till we arrive at the campsites. But before I do leave, we gotta close our door. I want to make sure that I do not go flying out the window or the door. But the first site that we could camp at can be right here, but I did camp right here in my last video, so we are not gonna be camping at the gigantic waterfalls, but instead we are gonna be camping, which is gonna be right here. I believe there should be a campsite right on this hill. There should be also a cabin with, oh yeah, the cabin is right there. Look at that. But we're not gonna cheat because I feel like if we go in the cabin, that is gonna be cheating. So let me look for this. Oh my goodness, I'm losing control. I am losing control. Oh my goodness, where is the campsite? I swear on my mama that it was around here. Did I miss it? Oh wait, I know where it is. It's gonna be all the way towards where tornado building is. We gotta make our way over there. By the way, look how tiny I look. I look like an elf on a shelf. All right, let's make a right turn on this intersection right here, and I believe the building for the storm should be on this side. Wait a minute, is this a brand new side of the map? What the heck? I don't remember this. That's interesting, but I do remember this part, which we are gonna go up here because we do have the storm building right up here. So let me go all the way up here. Oh my goodness, don't hit the tree. Oh, we did hit the tree just a little bit. All right, come on, we're almost there. Oh, wait a minute, I think the campsite should be down there. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am such a noob. All right, let's go down here, and we're going to take the secret path towards the campsite, which is going to be right here. Look at this. I think I've only camped here one time in my life, but it's going to be my second time. So I'm going to get this thing turned around. I don't know where to park this thing. Should I park it like right around here? I think this would be a really nice spot. Let's throw it in park, and we have arrived at the campsite. We are now ready to lay down all of our stuff that we purchased at the tool store and make our own campsites and camp the night in the camper. So before we do put down everything on the floor, I do want to check out the camper. So I think it's now time to check out the camper, and let's step inside. There's the light button, and oh, these lights are very dim, you guys. They are not bright at all. What the heck? And it is super tiny in here. I did not think this camper was gonna be this small. Wait, there's no pop outs on this camper? Oh man, I mean, at least we do have a camper in this game, but I kind of wish it came with like pop outs because it is very small in here. But I think my favorite part is the bed, because if you guys go up the ladder and get in your bed, you guys are gonna be able to see you guys have your own TV. Dude, that is freaking sick. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's for the AC. Honestly, not bad, but I think we gotta start setting up camp because the night is about to start falling. So we're gonna put our American flag, let's put it like right here. I think that's gonna be a nice spot. We're gonna put the fireworks right down here, not too close to the camp because we don't want to burn down our campsite. And then we gotta put our benches. Let's put it right there. Well, let's put another campfire right next to the big one right here. Why not have more campfires? Look at that, we got twin flames right there. I think that's pretty cool, you guys. And now we should put our own tents probably somewhere around here. I don't know where my tent should go. Ooh, there's space right here. All right, let me just flip this around so I can place my my tent down. We might spend the night in the tent or in the camper. Who knows? If it's too cold, then I'm gonna spend the night inside the camper. But this thing does not want to be placed down. What the heck? Alrighty, let me just put it right here then. There you go. And we're gonna throw in the sleeping bag. So let's throw in the sleeping bag. Let's put our chairs down. I'm gonna put my chairs like on the opposite side. Nice, look at that. We placed one chair and then I'm gonna place the second chair right here on the opposite side. I should probably move them a little bit more backwards. Somewhere around there should be pretty good. We can't forget about the barbecue grill because we might cook up some chicken. Who knows? Because we also do have a little stove right inside of the tent. It's pretty nice, but I don't know how this thing works. For now, I think we should cook up some marshmallows. Meanwhile, the sun starts to go down. So let's go and get close to the campfire. Let's start cooking up this marshmallow. I'm going to try not to burn it because I think I burnt it last time. And oh, wait. Oh, perfect. It's time to taste our perfect marshmallow. I forgot to bring chocolate and crackers so I could make s'mores, but this is going to be fine. We can just eat it like this. So let's take a big bite in 3, 2, and whoa. That is insane. The way it just melted in my mouth was amazing. But anyways, let's start getting everything ready because the sun is falling down really fast. And I'm going to turn off this generator. Let me turn that off. And let me make sure this barbecue is not on because I don't want the whole campsite to catch on flames because that is probably not going to be good. But anyways, we're going to come and walk over here because we're about to launch the fireworks into the sky. By the way, it's really cold right now. I don't think I'm going to spend the night in the little tent right here that we ended up placing. And I'm thinking about just spending the night in the brand new camper right here in my comfy bed. Oh my goodness, dude. This bed is so comfortable. It feels like I'm sleeping on the clouds. I can't wait to test this out. And by the way, I didn't even take a look at the interior of this truck. I wonder how this thing looks. But so far, it does look like a little Ford. Pretty nice. Ooh, look at that. Overall, not bad. It's pretty spacious. So let me close this back up. And I think the sun is finally going down. Alrighty, everyone, look at that. The sun has finally gone away and the stars have decided to come out and join us for the night because we're gonna be throwing these fireworks. And oh my god, look at the moon. It looks so cool. So let's turn on these fireworks in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Oh my goodness, that was so huge. And that one looks like an eye. And ooh, that one's the color of a lime. Ooh, orange. I like orange. Yeah, that one's my favorite one. It's like a nice white color. Wait, can I launch them again? Oh man, I can't launch them again. Those fireworks were so cool. Anyways, I think it's time to go night. So let's open up our camper, our truck, brand new truck camper. Close that door and let me go up the ladder so I can get my good night rest. And I'll catch you guys in the morning. Oh, what time is it? Oh, dude, that was one of the best sleeps I've had in any camping trip. And honestly, that thing is more comfortable than my bed in my multi-million-dollar farmhouse. But look at that. It seems to be morning. Oh, there's a sunrise. And I'm gonna pick up every single thing because we're gonna make our way back home. Look at that. We have everything picked up and we are now ready to get out of here. We're gonna leave all of that stuff right there. Let me close that up right there. We're gonna shut the door and then we're gonna hop into our beautiful camper. So let's close up the door and I'm gonna make my way back home. Alrighty, everyone, we are now back at our multi-million-dollar farmhouse. And let me quickly claim it because I kind of forgot to claim my house. Gotta make it gray. And we went camping in the brand new camper and we spent the night. And on top of that, we got the brand new truck right here. And honestly, this is gonna be an honest truth, but I feel like the developers are getting lazy and I feel like they're just reusing models. So hopefully they stop doing this or I'm gonna stop buying vehicles that are like this. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Is this a W or an L update? But until then, I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern modding video. And oh my goodness, I almost just ended up hitting my Corvette. And today we have a special camping video because we're gonna go and head over to the swamp that they added. I think it was last month, and we're gonna be camping with the alligator. So this is gonna be super scary, but we're gonna go and try to camp the night for 24 hours without dying. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we're gonna be taking the brand new Escalade that they added in today's update. Look at this. Oh my goodness, this Escalade is insane, you guys, because if we open this up, look how spacious this thing is. There's even a third row that I can't see right now unless I go in free camp, which I guess I'll do right now. Let's go in free camp and look at that. There is a third seat, second seat right here, and then a first seat where the passenger and the driver get to drive. But not only that, if we take a look at the back, this has a lot of cargo space, which it's going to be coming super dandy handy today because we're going to be carrying a lot of camping supplies. So enough of the yap, let's begin with the trip. So we're going to begin by getting in our little little tornado truck, and we're gonna park it right back here so we can pull out the Escalade. Let me just turn off the engine, and now we can go inside the Escalade and get this thing running, because if you guys didn't know, I ended up boosting it. I added a turbocharger and a supercharger, which means this thing should now be able to take off like a rocket. But before we do leave, let me close up my gate because I don't want anyone to be going inside my property. So we're gonna push that and close that up, and then we're gonna open this up. We're gonna get inside. Let me turn this thing on. Let me close up my door, and we're gonna make our way towards the tool store so we can grab all of the things that we need to make this a successful camping trip. And I've also been thinking about grabbing an ATV. Should I grab an ATV? I think we should grab an ATV just because I feel like it's gonna be much more of a fun trip if we bring that. So we're gonna pull in. Let me make a left turn. I'm gonna turn on these blinkers, and then I'm gonna back up into this parking spot right here, just like so. Turn that thing off, and boom, we can now run into the tool store and grab our camping stuff. So let's walk in. Let's see, where should we go? Let's start from this side. We're gonna begin by grabbing a nice tent, and then we're gonna grab some wood for the campfire. Look at this, we got the wood for the campfire. We're gonna grab a sleeping bag. We cannot forget about the sleeping bag, so we can put in our beautiful green and luscious tent. And then we're gonna grab a cooler so we can put in our sodas, which we're gonna go inside the, what is it called? In the gas station. And oh, look at that, there seems to be a camping chair, a nice lawn chair that we are gonna take as well. And oh my goodness, how did I forget to grab a marshmallow? We cannot forget about the marshmallows because I'm gonna be hungry this afternoon and I'm gonna need something to eat, which we could probably take a grill. Who knows? We could take a grill and cook some chicken. Who knows? But when we eat, we need somewhere to sit down, which I think I'm gonna grab a picnic table, a generator, so we can turn on everything we need. And I think that is gonna be it for this side of the tool store. Let me just make sure. Oh, wait. We are not done because there seems to be an American flag that we are gonna take so we can claim the land and the fireworks, which should be the last thing on the list. So we're gonna make our way towards the check-in area. We're gonna check out all of our items. All right, all of our items has been checked out, and we can now get out of here. Oh, wait. I forgot the ATV. Let's see, where is the ATV? Is the ATV around here? I remember they were selling a really nice ATV. Let me walk over here. I feel like it's gonna. It is right here. Look at this thing. This thing is a beast. It's kind of like a quad ATV. It is super cool, you guys, because 4 people can fit in there. So let me hop in. Oh, this thing sounds so nice, you guys. And I just realized I forgot to bring a trailer. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so clumsy. All right, so let's put it in park. We're gonna leave it right there with the hazard lights completely on, and we're gonna quickly run to the trailer store and grab a trailer so we can put that ATV onto it and we can take it towards the swamp area. But I'm so happy because the trailer store is literally down the road, and we are gonna connect this one right here. I think the ATV should be able to fit right here. If it does not fit, then we are gonna come back and grab that one right there. So let's quickly see if the ATV is gonna be able to fit on this trailer right here. So let's go down the road, and I'm gonna quickly park right here in the middle of the parking lot so we can see if the ATV is gonna be able to fit on top of the trailer. So I'm gonna throw down the ramps pretty hard. I didn't mean to do it that hard. And then we're gonna get into that ATV, and we're gonna try to put it on top of the trailer. Oh my goodness, I don't think it's gonna fit. Look at this, it is not fitting. Oh my god. That's fine, we can just go and grab the other one. All right, I'm gonna leave that ATV right there, throw up the ramp, and I'm gonna get back into my Escalade so we can return this trailer, because sadly the ATV was not able to fit on the back of this trailer, which, you know, definitely sucks. All right, I'm gonna turn around and slowly back up. Let's see if we can get this thing connected on the first try, which it looks like we have, and hopefully the ATV should be now able to be loaded in the back of this trailer right here, which I'm really hoping that it does, because I kind of don't really want to order another one because it's gonna come out of my pocket, and I have already spent a lot of money spending money at the tool store for the camping trip. I'm gonna quickly park up the Escalade right here. Let me walk out, and let's quickly get into. Oh, wait, we gotta open this first. There we go, open that, and we can now get inside the ATV. Let me hop in, and let's see if we can now be able to fit inside of the trailer, please. Oh no, what the hell? It doesn't fit, you guys. I guess we have no other option but to order a new one. Alrighty, everyone, I got the Escalade connected with this trailer right here. Now technically it should work, because if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna give up, you guys. So let's go back for the 3rd time, which is going to be the charm. 3rd time is a charm, and get it connected towards the ATV. And by the way, we are not doing too good on time right now, because if we take a look at the sun, Oh my goodness, it's already midday, so we gotta step up the pace. Let's throw down the ramps and let's finally get this thing loaded on top of the trailer, which it should now be able to work. So, oh, hold on. I think I need to lower the ramps. So I lowered it a little bit more, so it technically should now work. Throw it in park, engine is off, and let's keep the hazard lights on. They look pretty sick. Now, technically this should work, so we're gonna get into the Escalade. There we go. Let me turn on this bad boy, and we are gonna make our way towards the swamp because we are running out of time. So I'm probably gonna step on this thing because we're also gonna test the turbo on this thing. Let's see if this thing can actually take off like a rocket. And oh my goodness, this thing is actually fast. Yo, this thing is crazy, you guys. Holy moly. All right, let me slow down because the ATV is sliding around in the back. Dude, it was drifting. Yo, that was crazy. Alrighty, everyone, we are at an intersection, which means we are gonna be turning towards the right side because we are about like a minute away from the swamp. It's actually gonna be right down here passing this road, and we're gonna be able to start putting down the camp. I don't know where I'm gonna be able to park the Escalade because I kind of don't want to get this thing dirty. And wait, I can actually go and park it right there at the back of the swamp house. You know what, that's actually a good idea. Let me do that. I'm gonna make a right turn on this road right here. I'm gonna turn on those blinkers and we're gonna make a nice turn. Kind of, it was pretty sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. So I think this is I think we might actually have to go off-roading a little bit. All right, that's fine. I don't think we're gonna get too dirty, even though I don't want to get the Escalade dirty. So let's go through all of this terrain and obstacles, which it seems to be not too bad for the Escalade. I feel like it's gonna get stuck, which I'm praying it doesn't, and it looks like it is not actually. All right, nice. So we did not get stuck, you guys. We managed to do it, and we're gonna park up the Escalade right here in the grass. We're gonna turn on those emergency lights, and then we're gonna park up right here. So let's turn off the engine, put this thing in park, and boom, that was a success, you guys. So I'm gonna throw down the wait, I think I can just like take this thing off. Oh, that was easy. All right, so we're gonna go wait, hold on. We gotta grab some of the stuff from the trunk of the Escalade. So let me open this up. We're gonna grab some of those things. There you go. Close that up, and I'm also gonna turn off the hazard lights. There we go. Quickly had to turn that off, and now we should be able to go and find our camping spots at the swamp. So let's quickly pull into the swamp. And where should I set up camp? Actually, I don't know where to set up camp. Is this a good spot? It's kind of too small though. Hold on. What about here? I'm not sure, you guys. What should I do? Wait a minute. I think I found the perfect spot, you guys. I think this is gonna be the perfect spot where we are gonna be camping for the night. Let me put this thing in park, turn off the engine, and let's quickly start setting up camp because the sun is about to go down, so we are not doing too well on time. But we're gonna begin by putting down the tent right here in the corner. I'm a little bit insane, you guys, because I believe there's alligators somewhere around here. We're gonna go and check the area out after we finish putting all of our things. So let's quickly finish up by putting up the campfire. We're gonna turn that thing on. Oh, look at this, dude, this is so comfy. And then let's throw in the sleeping bag inside of our tent. So let me place this right here. We're gonna put our picnic table somewhere around here. I'm not sure where to place this. Let me find a good spot. Oh, I think this is a nice spot right here. Yeah, not bad. It's not too shabby, you guys. And on top of the picnic table, we're gonna throw a nice cooler so we can put in our sodas and drinks. And oh my goodness, I forgot to go to the gas station. Oh my dude, I'm so clumsy. Alrighty, that's fine though, because we're still gonna put down the barbecue grill right around here, and then the generator is gonna go right next to it so we can turn this thing on. Oh, hold on, that was the wrong button. There we go. This thing should now be on. Now we're almost finished. We just gotta put the lawn chairs, the American flag, the fireworks, and cook up our marshmallows. So let's put the campfire chairs probably right here. I think this is a really nice spot. Let me just turn them around so they can be facing the campfire. There you go. Boom, just like so. Put the fireworks, I actually don't know. Wait, can I put the fireworks on top of the picnic table? Oh dude, I can. I can put the fireworks on top of the picnic table. And lastly, we have the American flag because we have claimed this area. So let's put our American flag somewhere around here. Look at that. What a beauty. And we cannot forget about our marshmallows, which we're gonna cook up right now. So let's cook up our marshmallows. I'm gonna make sure I don't burn them because last time I kind of burnt it because you guys know I'm a little bit clumsy, but oh my goodness, dude, I almost burnt my marshmallow by like 2 seconds. All right, let's give it a taste. Wow, it's all right. I've definitely tasted better marshmallows. But anyways, before the sun does go down, I kind of want to go around in my ATV and have some fun. So I'm gonna go back on the main road, which is gonna be right here, do an epic drift. Hold on, let me turn off those hazard lights, and we're gonna begin the little track on this side of the swamp and then make our way all the way around and ending where the campsite is. So I think we should begin in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Let's see if this thing can handle the swamp. Oh my goodness, it's so bumpy, you guys, but it seems to be handling way better than the Escalade. We have a little hill right here. Let's go through here, and oh my goodness, there's an alligator. Holy moly guacamole, I cannot believe we just missed that alligator. That was scary. Let's go through these like little islands, not sure what you guys call it. So let's go through here. We're almost done. We gotta go through 2 more islands, 1 and then 2, and what? Oh, we have 1 more. Hold on, let's go through the last island, and 3. Oh my goodness, there's another alligator. Let's go. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared, dude. Look at that. It looks so scary, you guys. I'm gonna try to park my ATV somewhere around here. So let's put it in a park, turn off the engine, and that was quite the success, you guys. We managed to go through the entire swamp without failing. So I think the only thing we can do right now is wait till the sun finishes going down so we can launch our fireworks. I'll catch you guys when the sun is about to go down. Alrighty, everyone, the sun is about to go down. Look at that. The sun is right behind that tree right there. So the sun is officially going away. So let's get close to our picnic table because we're about to launch these fireworks and witness the most beautiful thing ever. Yo, look at that. The stars have finally come out, and the moon. Wait, where's the moon? I don't. Oh, there's the moon. The moon is right there, which means we can now launch these fireworks. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's see these things go. And oh my goodness, that one's like a lime green. That's a nice color as well. Oh, that kind of looks like an eye. Oh yes, yellow. That's a really nice color. Is that it? Oh man, I think those fireworks were pretty cool. But now is the time to get some rest for tomorrow because it is going to be a really long day. So I'm gonna hop into my sleeping bag right here, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Oh, dude, what time is it? Oh, dude, I am so sore. I'm never sleeping on the ground again. It's the morning, and I need to turn this thing off. Look at the sunrise. Isn't that a beautiful sunrise, you guys? And honestly, we managed to survive 24 hours without being eaten by alligators in this video. But if you guys did enjoy this camping video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What a beautiful morning in APM. What's everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains modding video. And today we are going to be taking my special new truck. It's kind of lifted. I ended up building it in the last video, or I guess a couple of videos ago. But if we come over here, you guys are going to be able to see that this thing is a beauty. It's one of my favorite lifted trucks I have built in APM. But since I need a little bit of money, I am sadly gonna sell it. So that is what we are gonna be doing today. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I think we should begin with the video. So in order for us to pull this out from the garage, I am gonna open up this one right here. So let me open that up. There we go. And we are gonna carefully, but very carefully, pull out my truck from the back right here. So let me quickly hop in. There we go. Let me turn this bad boy on, and this is gonna be really difficult because this is a really tight space. Look at that. Oh no. Oh, don't crash. We cannot be crashing this truck at all. If we crash this truck, then we are gonna be losing a lot of money, and we are gonna be losing a beautiful looking truck as well. But look at that. That was actually pretty easy, you guys. But before we do head out, you guys know that I gotta close my garage. I don't trust anyone around my area. So what was that? Oh, for a second I thought I saw someone. So let me close this garage. There we go. All right, and now I'm gonna close this one as well. All right, nice. I should have turned on my lights. Yeah, you know what? I am gonna turn off those lights. Let me quickly turn off those lights. I don't want anyone to think I am home because we are not gonna be home. So let me hop in. There we go. And the first destination that we are gonna be going to today is going to be the dealership. And the reason we are gonna be going to the dealership is because that is gonna be the spot where we are gonna be selling this lifted truck. They said they wanted to buy it off my hands, so I was like, okay, I'll come right now. And now we're going right now. And then once we do that, we're gonna go and maybe go to the truck stop. I believe they added something to the menu. I think it might have been a brand new burger, but we're gonna go check that out. Let's quickly run over to the dealership, which should be heading down into town. So let me quickly slow down, and then we're gonna put our blinkers and make a right turn right here. All right, nice, dude. That was actually a really nice turn. But let's give this truck one last rip and let's see how this thing can handle. I think it handles really. Oh my goodness, there's a truck. Oh my goodness. Oh dude, what just happened? Oh my goodness, I think I just broke like 20 of my bones and my face. Hold on, let me hop out. Yo, that is crazy. No way. Yo, why was that semi in the middle of the intersection? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think I have an idea. I think what happened was that this semi right here was broken down, and that's why they ended up closing the road. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a lesson. Do not tint out your windows really dark, or that could happen right there. I mean, how do we get this unstuck? This thing is completely damaged. Look at that. It literally went through the trailer. Oh my goodness. I mean, I gotta go and grab a semi so I can fix that, because we honestly can't leave that there. So I believe there's a semi right around here. So let me take a look if the semi is around here. If it's not around here, then I guess I have no other choice but to walk over to the mechanic shop so I can pick up a tow truck with a huge bed on it, which it looks like we might actually have to do that. So I guess I have no other choice but to walk to the mechanic shop, which is down the road. So let me jump over this fence. Oh dude, I should join the Olympics. And the semi should be right back here. Take a look at this puppy. Oh my goodness, you guys, this semi looks so sick. This is 100% gonna be able to help us rescue the lifted truck, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to actually fix the lifted truck. Well, we will have to see. For now, I am a little bit sad, you guys, since our lifted truck is pretty much destroyed. But you know, we really can't do anything but to rescue it right now and save the remaining parts. Alright, so we are here. We are back at the accident. Dude, this still looks really bad. Oh my goodness. I think what I'm gonna do is try to use the winch right here, and then we are gonna try to pull it. Hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, then yeah, we might be really cooked. Like, more cooked than you guys can ever think. But let me hop out, and then we are gonna try to grab the controls, which is gonna be right here, and I am gonna begin by extending the bed and then dropping it to the floor. So let's start doing that. All right, it's almost on the floor. Come on. All right, I think that is gonna be perfect right there. So I'm not sure if I can extend this a little bit more, which all right, it looks like I can. Now what we do is come up here, we're gonna grab this winch right here, and then we're gonna try to connect it to the back. Let's see if this works. All right, we got that thing connected. This still looks pretty secure and ready to be pulled. Now this is gonna be the moment of truth, which honestly, you guys, I don't think this is gonna work, but let me quickly go under that, and we are gonna try to pull this. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Oh no, this is not working. Oh no. We might have a bigger problem, you guys, and that is that this is 100% really stuck in there. I need to think about something. What if we disconnect the semi from the trailer and then move the semi right here? There we go. And then yeah, that's kind of all I had. I mean, we could try to pull this again. Let's see. Retract. Wait a minute, I think it's working. Wait, hold on. Is it? I don't know. Wait, I have an idea. What if I open this right here? Oh wait, it's the other side. Whoops. What if I open the back and then try to pull this out? Yeah, this is really stuck, you guys. Oh no, we're gonna be here all night. All right, so I guess let me hop out. I have one more idea, which is disconnecting the winch. There we go. And then turning all-wheel drive, which I feel like that might work. So I'm gonna try that. If that doesn't work, then I might be done. All right, let's give it one hard push, and oh my goodness, we did it. No way. Let's go. There's no way that actually worked, you guys. All right, hold on, let me kick up the tailgate. We do have a lot of tire damage from all 4 sides, and the front hood is super cooked. So I guess what I'm gonna do is load it on the back of the bed, the flat flatbed, but before I do that, I kind of want to flip over the trailer since it did end up tipping over. So I think I'm gonna try to connect it from the rear. We just connect this, grab the cable. All right, there you go. Let me just close these doors, and then this is gonna be the moment of truth. Let's see if this works. And oh my goodness, we flipped it back over. I am the GOAT. I am literally the best APM player in history. Now let me just quickly disconnect this. There we go. And let's get this truck right beside me, which I'm talking about the lifted truck, and we are gonna load it on the bed. So I guess let me quickly hop in. There we go. And we are gonna load it on the back of the flatbed just like so. All we gotta do is put the flatbed all the way back. Oh, that's the wrong button. So first we're gonna raise it, and then we are gonna retract it. All right, nice. It looks like we have retracted it. Now before we take this to the mechanic shop so it can get it fixed, we're gonna move this mess out of here because now this is blocking the main road, or at least one of the main roads. So let me hop in. There we go. And then we are gonna try to connect this to the trailer just like so. Come on, connect. Please don't tell me this doesn't want to connect now. Oh my goodness, I might have the worst luck. Wait, hold on. What if I try this? Oh, there you go. I guess I'll just move the trailer out of the way as well. I'm just gonna park it right in the front of the APM store. So let me just place it right here, and then whoever owns this semi could fix it or move it. I don't know. But that semi has given me so much trouble today. I am so done looking at that. We are about to head out. Let me just quickly pick up these cones since the other guy is no longer gonna be here. His semi is gonna park right down there. Now we just need 2 more cones and the last one. All right, nice. Let me just quickly put this in the back. There we go. And then we are now able to get out of here. Well, I guess able to head over to the mechanic shop, but you guys know. So let's carefully, without any more crashes, head over to the mechanic shop and get this fixed. Or they can fix it because I don't know how to fix it. I have never been a mechanic in my life. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. I was a mechanic like last week, but I'll be honest, I barely knew what I was doing. Let's pull into the mechanic shop. Let me get this thing turned around, and then we are gonna pull this thing inside the shop like this. So let me begin by opening these huge doors. These doors are so massive, and then we're gonna back up the semi just a little bit more, like right around here. So let me raise the bed a bit, and then we are gonna drop it to the ground. Honestly, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna raise it just a tad bit, nothing too much, and then we are gonna throw this truck into neutral, and then we are gonna roll it inside the shop. So let me quickly do this. I'm gonna try to do this. Oh my goodness, that was really fast. Whoops. I did not mean to do that, but let's leave the truck right there. They can get it fixed, and then we are gonna raise and retract the flatbed. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. All right, let me just finish lowering this, and then we have a little surprise, and that surprise is getting the brand new burger. So we are gonna be taking the semi to the truck stop, and meanwhile that we are there, we are gonna fill up on diesel because this is kind of a little bit under a quarter of a tank low, so that is gonna help us fill up this flatbed. But you guys know I am a man of my word. I'm gonna step on it, and then we're gonna go really fast to the truck stop because I don't want it to be too late because I do have to go watch my favorite basketball team win, which is the Knicks, since I am from New York. So let's pull in right here. There we go. And then I'm not gonna wait. Actually, do you guys think we can fit here? All right, screw it. Oh my goodness, this is such a tight fit. Look at that. That is insane. All right, let me quickly order the new pickle burger. There we go. Apparently now it has some type of spice, which I'm really excited to test. So I'm gonna pull over right here. Let me carefully back this thing up. Careful. Oh my goodness. Okay, perfect. Let me just quickly turn off my beacons and the amber light bar. All right, there you go. That is now off. Let's quickly find a bench where we can sit down and enjoy our hamburger, our soda, and our fries. Ooh, what is this? It's an ice machine. All right, so it looks like they got some benches over here. Let me come over here. Oh my goodness, this hamburger is so delicious, you guys. We got some chocolate. Actually, you know what? This is soda, not chocolate. And then of course we got the delicious fries. Oh my goodness, what an amazing day, you guys. Even though it didn't go according to plan, we still managed to rescue the lifted truck that we ended up crashing today. But don't worry, you guys, I am fine. I do not feel ill or sick. Look at this, I can still dance. Hey, anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.